Hello, hail, everybody. Welcome to the latest episode of the Endless Celts Podcast. Obviously, if you've been paying attention, you'll notice that this is a Hogmanay special, quiz special, and I'm delighted to be hosting this one and my first appearance on this podcast for quite some time. So, delighted to be back. How are you all doing, boys?
Very well, mate.
No well, mate.
No well. That's right, Ross. You did mention you were no well. You all have a good Christmas, aye?
Nah, super.
Very good. Aye, great.
Super.
Yourself, mate?
Still full.
Still full. Tell me about it. I've done nothing but fucking eat. Everybody in the chat, thanks for waiting, by the way. I said the tech guy had a few tech issues. Managed to get to the bottom of them and got them sorted though, so hopefully this runs pretty smoothly. Just before we get it, Alistair, cheers, mate. Thanks for that. Hail, everybody. Again, guys, everybody that's been in and everybody that's been waiting, I really appreciate it. Just before we begin as well, I just want to give a shout out to everybody for, especially the boys on the podcast, but everybody who's reached out to me personally on Twitter and all that, just to make sure I'm all right and asking when I'm back. It means a lot to me. I honestly, quite overwhelming sometimes, but it genuinely, it's heartwarming to know that you care, and I appreciate it. So cheers for that. But aye, boys, just before we get into everything, cheers, Ryan. I want to just obviously go over the format so that everybody knows who's watching, has a rough idea of what to expect. Obviously, this is a Who Wants to Be a Millionaire podcast, quiz version of the podcast, and it's not going to it's similar format, but it's not going to be exact, and that every guy on the pod's going to get asked a full 15 questions. It doesn't matter how many they get wrong, they'll get asked a full 15.
One question.
So there'll be no going home or resetting to a lower value or having to cash out. Your final value will be determined by how many questions you get wrong out the 15. So we'll just run through that. Obviously, you've got your lifelines, you phone a friend, who will just bring up somebody at random in the podcast, and you're lumped with whoever you get. You've got Ask the Audience, who we're going to go to all the guys in the chat, ask the question. There will be a poll put up, so keep your eyes peeled for that. Vote on the poll about what you think is the right answer, and then obviously your 50-50, I'll tell you one of them's right, one of them's wrong.
So I've spent the results of the poll up, John, because obviously we'll be keeping the comments off.
Aye, I'll bring up I'll tell you the percentages and everything else. Right. And I will just go for it there. So I've spent quite a bit of fucking time trying to get this sorted.
Well,
so
knocked up 1 in 24 hours. Next question.
I know. I've had much longer than 24 hours. But obviously, like I said, I've not been on for a while, and it's my first one back. So, aye,
Sure, you'll smash it, mate.
You've just
We'll get through it. We'll get plenty of booze and that here. We're all right. Things it's all good.
We're going to kick things off. Oh, well, we're going to kick things off. We're going to let everybody who's currently viewing at the minute vote on who's going on first. So I've got everybody's name down here with a associated number. The guys watching don't know whose number's what, just me. So I'm going to put a poll up. I just want you to vote. Pick one of the numbers, who you want to go first, and then we'll get things moving for there. 69.
John, whilst we're waiting for the poll results, I'm sure I speak for all the boys well that we're delighted to have you back on as well. As I say, it's been too long and we've missed you, but as I say, you're one of us. You and Stephen started all this, and we just tag along and keep the show going. But it's great to have you back, mate.
Can't wait for a 4-hour rant next week about whatever the rest is.
Can't wait to me and John are launching a side show called Bar Watch.
Are you on next Friday, John?
No, I don't think I'll be on Fridays. I don't think I'll be on the Tuesday one either. But I will say this: I have been obviously. I've been watching. And I've seen the comments that have been made about VAR. I've been fucking sitting screaming at my telly, and there's rants coming. I would expect it.
Rants are coming.
Expect no less.
But no, rants pending.
It's honestly so.
Is he a new signing?
So
Rant's
the results
pending.
of the poll are as follows. I'm ending
It's
it
a
right
FIFA
now.
96 player, like the Mega Drive. Sorry, John.
So the results of the poll are as follows in terms of who's gone first.
No me.
William,
Fuck off.
that is you, my friend. Absolutely delighted. You get things started.
Fastest finger first. What do you like?
No comment.
That'll be Franny. He's got the most wins.
Oh, Danny. That's the problem. I'm too fast.
They will to make a win for your finger, like.
No, that's how it
No
starts.
risk of that. No risk of that.
That's how it starts.
And just say,
Still old school with the fingering and that. Yeah, a bit of fingering.
just to add to this
Oh,
as
for
well.
goodness sake.
God's sake, man. Mr. McNaughton's listening in.
Oh, my dad listens to this day.
We've been on 5 minutes and the tone has already been
know.
drastically lowered.
It's gone, no, isn't it? It's gone. You used to see it in bus stops all the time. You didn't see it anymore.
Okay.
I just want to say as well, William, you're on first, so we're going to drop everybody out, obviously.
See you later,
So,
trips.
cheers, guys.
Who's on after in that? Who's on?
We don't,
like,
we'll vote again
oh,
after.
oh no, it's just right one at a
Oh.
time, right? Go, yeah.
Fastest finger again,
Alright.
Ross.
Yeah.
Sound. Right, guys, catch you in a bit.
See.
William, you first, mate. So I've also, in addition to this, I've got a dice. I'm doing this simply. I've obviously got a set of questions put out, and so that this is entirely at random as well. I'm going to roll the dice, and whatever number it lands on is the series of set questions that you're going to get for this, right?
Cool.
So that's that one. Sound. Nobody's going to know. I'm just going to bring these up. But let's just get things started, get things set up. Like I say, I've been working on this, so I'm trying to make sure I get it done right.
Take your time, mate. My quiz was about 8 hours long.
I watched it, mate. It was fucking
You take
cracking.
your
And
time.
like you said, you've done it in less than 24 hours. Everybody in the chat, William, they're all wishing you the best.
Cheers,
Guys,
trips.
no pressure. Jed, you better get phoning a friend. Ryan Kelly thinks that you should go first after the World Cup quiz. That's why he's voted for you.
Cheers,
Or at
mate.
least he didn't know it was you, but he voted for you nonetheless. So give me a second. This is not going well.
You want me to talk shite for half an hour? Because I'm
No,
a
no.
black belt at that.
It's all right. Like I said, we've got this. So just give me a second to sort this.
No worries.
Outstanding. This isn't working. you couldn't make it up. Right. Let me try this. Sorry about the delay, guys. Oh, we're getting somewhere.
If you can't get it yet, just bring everybody in. We'll just talk about the game on Monday or something. Just
Oh,
to
I
fill
think
the time.
I think I've got it. Oh, can you? Is that flashing for you?
Aye.
Oh, that's
You
poor.
can see it though.
That is poor.
I'm like,
It's
I'm
not
at a rave
supposed to
though.
flash. It's not supposed to flash.
Ecuador. I can see it, mate.
This, aye, but we don't want that flashing. That's doing my tits in. Let me see if I can fix this. That's a fucking disaster. Oh, here we go.
Guess who's back again. John is back. Tell a friend. There we go.
Right, excellent.
Can see Ross's handsome face now.
Fuck's sake, sorry about that. Right. Anyway, we're ready to go. So, William, you ready to get started, mate?
Ready to go, mate.
Ready to go. Let's play.
Oh shit. It's tense, isn't it?
All the sound effects. Question number 1, William. What nationality was ex-Celtic star Jorge Cadete? Was it A, Portuguese, B, Dutch, C, Italian, or D, Brazilian?
He's Portuguese and he scores with ease. A.
Is that your final answer?
Portuguese. Yes.
We'll try to do this as legitimately as possible.
Fucking looks great, mate. Yes. I mean, Jesse.
Easy.
Yes.
Easy. Question number 2, William. Who was Neil Lennon's assistant manager at Celtic? This will be his first stint. Is it Johan Mjällby, Bobo Balde, Chris Sutton, or John Hartson?
That would be Johan Mjällby, the big stunning Swede.
The big stunning Swede. Johan Mjällby, that your final answer?
Yep. Hopefully they're all A.
Easy. Easy.
Well, they've got to start easy.
You've got to start easy. By the way, like I said, a lot of these questions are at random, so it might actually get worse. Question number 3. What is the name of Celtic's majority shareholder? Is it A, Lou Macari, B, Jock Brown, C, Dermot Desmond, or D, Peter Law?
C. Dermot Desmond.
It's Dermot Desmond. Is that your final answer?
Yes. The billionaire.
By the way, ignore that.
What?
Ignore that. Ignore that. Ignore that.
They're all A.
That-
They're all A.
that was my fault.
There, John.
It is right. Again, like I said, there will be a few technical hiccups. That's what it is. Question number 4. How much did Celtic reportedly purchase shite for? Was it A, 3 million, B,
I love
5
how it is
million?
shite.
I know, I couldn't write it any other way. C, 2 million, or D, 4 million?
I'm pretty sure this was B, 5 million, which was mega money back then.
It was a ridiculous amount of money to pay for shit. Like, let's see if you're right. Outstanding. That's you 5 for 5, William.
Does that mean I didn't go home with any money?
You're guaranteed at least
500 quid.
500 quid.
That'll do me.
A
bit skinty now.
Or was that only 4? I've lost count already. This is number 5. What nationality was ex-Celtic manager Joe Venglos? Was it A, Slovakian, B, Croatian, C, Czech Republican, or D, Hungarian?
I think he was Slovakian. That was my first thought anyway.
Is that your final answer?
Aye. I'm not sure though. Medium.
Easy, mate. Easy. Far too easy. Far too fucking easy, actually. I'm sure the boys watching are like, this is ridiculous. That's 5 for 5 already. So just after the first 5 questions, where we look at the chat, and we hope is everybody else actually getting on all right. Everybody, aye, everybody's absolutely
Arthur and Jed and
absolutely wanting it.
Patrick and Ryan Kelly, they all have them. No bother. They're all far more clued up than me.
They all seem to have it. Ryan's go to A, Paul's in A. Same as Lubo, Paul. A wee bit extra. You don't get bonus points, Paul. Sorry. But aye, outstanding. Are you ready to go into the next set? Set 5? 5. Let's go. Who scored the third and equalising goal for Celtic in the 3-3 draw with Inter Milan at Celtic Park in 2015? Was it A, Stuart Armstrong? Was it B, Campignaro with an own goal? Was it C, John Guidetti? Or was it D, Lee Griffiths?
I believe this was John Guidetti. Pretty sure that's a game that Craig Gordon had an absolute howler and dropped to let the boy in. I think Guidetti scored the equaliser. So I'll go with C.
C, final answer?
Yes.
Absolutely flying, mate. Absolutely flying. Question number 7. Reggie Blinker arrived at Celtic as part of a swap deal with which ex-Celt? Was it A, Andres Tom, B, Paolo Di Canio, C, Peter Grant, or D, George Cadete?
That was Paolo Di Canio, I think. Di Canio.
Is that your final answer, aye?
Yes.
Of course it is. Of course it is. Again, a lot of these questions were at random, so some of them are ridiculously easy. So
It's funny though. See when you're on here though. Like I know that, but when I said it, I'm like, oh shit, is it?
Is it? There's a couple of questions that definitely will throw you. Ryan, just in regards to that, any background music question by any chance? Unfortunately not, mate. And we need to be very, very careful about what sounds and music and stuff we're playing, because when we done the Champions League one and I played a wee bit of the Champions League intro, they pulped the video down completely and blacklisted it. So we had to remove that, and I don't want the same happening again. With these wee sound bites, though, they're all right. I don't think they're going to be long enough for them to be detected. But I do apologise for that. Alistair, like I said, mate, I'm aware that the questions are chosen at random, they're set at random, they were picked at random. I've tried to make it as random as possible.
Spain, the country, phoned me up as well after I did the national anthem ones and gave me shite. So, hey, watch what we're doing with the sounds.
Did they?
Oh, shit.
Next question. Which senior English team did Brendan Rodgers first manage? Was it A, Reading, B, Chelsea, C, Watford, or D, Swansea?
Oh.
And just remember as well, by the way, you've still got
I've got my lifelines, aye. But these are going to get progressively harder.
That's the idea. I've tried to get the easy ones out the way first, so they should.
And I didn't go out if I get this wrong.
You don't go out, no. You've still got asked off 15, but
I think it's Reading.
You think it's Reading? Is that your final answer?
Yes. Ah, bastard. Watford.
It was Watford, mate. After he done it was after the Chelsea. You can look. I did my due diligence. I checked it. After he was sort of reserve at Chelsea, Watford was his first official senior position.
Should I use the phone a friend? Aye.
Should I use the phone a friend? Which club did Billy McNeill go on to manage in 1983 after he left Celtic? Was it A, Aberdeen, B, Aston Villa, C, Man City, or D, Hibernian?
How many questions have I got left? I'm going to use a lifeline here. I think I know it, but I'm going to use a lifeline anyway. Let's phone a friend.
Phone a friend. And again, you don't get to pick who your friend is. I'm going to roll for it.
That's the order.
Again, it's to be random because you'll just pick Anthony. Oh, fuck. What would you know?
Only because it's pre-90s.
Anthony.
Yes. Tony's got that.
Good
Anthony,
evening,
welcome.
Chris.
Good evening, Anthony. I'm sitting here with William. Got a question here. As you can see, which club did Billy McNeill go on to manage in 1983 after he left Celtic? Was it A, Aberdeen, B, Aston Villa, C, Manchester City, or D, Hibernian?
Manchester City, Willie.
Ideal. I'll agree with what Tony says.
Manchester City.
Was it really?
Cheers for that, Anthony.
No problem. By the way, this show is absolutely brilliant. By the way, I'm sitting here with my beer. This is brilliant. I can't wait to come on. Good luck, Willie, with the rest of the questions.
Mate.
Cheers, mate. Thanks. Right, Willie. So, Anthony reckons it's C, Man City. You going to go with Tony?
Yes.
Final answer?
Yep. I wouldn't have picked that, by the way.
And he was right. You just won you 16 grand.
Yes. Get in, man. 2 Jaegers on me, Tony.
Jaegers on you. So, next question. Who was the first Celtic player to be entered into the national football team Roll of Honour? Was it this is Scotland, by the way. Danny McDane, Paul McStay, Kenny Dalglish, or Billy McNeill?
It's got to be Kenny, innit? I think this is a fairly recent thing. The Scotland, like, I don't think this is years and years ago. I think this is a fairly recent thing. Let's go King. Aye, no, I'm going to keep them for later. Let's go King Kenny.
Kenny Dalglish, final answer?
Yes, he's got the most Scotland caps.
Spot on, mate.
I don't think that's Hall of Fame. I think this is only 15,
No, it's
20-year-old or something like that.
Aye, it's not the Hall of Fame. It's just the national
Oh, is it?
Scotland national football team Roll of Honour. And you're right. I think it is a fairly recent thing. So the
You been
order
winching
that they
Ange?
played in.
You've got Angie's cough.
Mate, I've had this for
You're
like
winching them.
a week. I should be so lucky. Next question. In 1966-67, Celtic scored a record number of goals in all competitions. What was that total? Was it A, 196, B, 200, C, 192, or D, 189? By the way, can I just say as well, the chat is on fire.
Is it? Ideal. I'm gonna ask the chat. I'm glad you said that because I'm going to ask the audience. I'm going to get the chat involved in this.
You're going to ask the audience?
Alistair will know it. So the rest of them, Jed, Patrick McLaughlin, and Kelly, they're all top when it comes to this quiz. So
I'm just going to put the question in the poll.
help me out, troops.
I'll get ready to vote.
Oh, I just realised your cough. Is your cough meant to be the... What's his face? Colonel or Sergeant boy that was...
Is that
So you're telling me the answer?
Aye. Right, it's in. I'll get a second. So again, everybody in the chat's firing answers in, and they're all pretty spot on
I knew
as
they
it
would
goes
be.
at the minute. Paul reckons it's definitely A, B, C, or D.
Thanks, mate. Appreciate that.
We have got there's a couple that have got different answers on here, I think. Or are they at it? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see when the votes come in.
Is it? So is this? I don't know if you'll know. Is this the record for the amount of goals in a season? Then does it still stand?
I believe it does still stand for a season. I'm sure it does. But as across all competitions.
Teams? Aye.
Yep. So I'm going to end the poll here. We've got if the votes have come in.
I bet you it's like 50% for one and for.
Do you know what, man? I'm not happy with the amount of people voting. We've got 35 people watching and only a few votes. Get the finger out. Some people
what did Jed say?
Can
I just phone Jed?
No, you can't phone Jed. You used to phone a friend and go, Anthony, and he won you 16 grand.
He did, because I wouldn't have taken one set either.
Right, Paul has been
ended. He's got that knowledge. He's younger than me and he fucking kens everything for it. See, if you're like 1970 and earlier, kens everything.
So you ready for the audience responses? So A got 9%, B got 27%, C got 54%, and D also got 9%.
I should have said to you beforehand, but I thought C was the one that stuck out for me. So let's go with that because that's the majority as well.
That your final answer?
Yes.
Do you want me to see? Let's see if you were right.
He's let me down.
Can I just say that
let me down.
Most of the people in the chat got that wrong.
Hope you say a shite new year. You've all let me down.
Honestly, I was expecting that. You think
196 goals in a season? That is absolutely astonishing.
Oh, Donny says the polls aren't coming up on your phone. All right, mate, that's understandable. If you're not getting it, that's a good excuse for kidding on you don't know the answer. Next question.
Good excuse.
Which Celtic player scored in 13 consecutive league games in 1968? Was it A, Stevie Chalmers, B, Bobby Lennox, C, John Yogi Hughes, or D, Willie Wallace?
Let's go Stevie Chalmers. I mean, that might seem
Chalmers?
A bit obvious, but yes.
And is that your final answer?
Yes.
Unlucky, mate. Unlucky. Stevie Chalmers did score a shit ton of goals. But
yeah, I thought that would be maybe a bit too obvious, like I said, but
that's why they throw them in there, didn't it? Still, you're doing no bad, by the way.
We've done all right.
Dane, absolutely smashing.
All right.
I think you had a wee bit an easy start, but there we go. I'm no biased on that, no.
Nah, it's my era to be fair to start. So
From which club did Celtic sign Freddie Ljungberg? Was it A, Chicago Fire, B, Seattle Sounders, C, LA Galaxy, or D, Portland Timbers? All MLS teams.
I think that he was signed from the Seattle Sounders.
The Seattle Sounders.
I think
And
they were
is
green.
that, William, your final answer?
It is.
You going for that? Mind you've still got a 50-50 as well.
I am keeping that.
Keep that. Don't bother.
Oh, really?
It was Chicago Fire, mate. However, he did play for Seattle Sounders before
Oh,
he
did
moved
he?
to Chicago Fire.
Aye.
So
See, I picture him in that green because they wear green, don't they? Seattle.
Seattle day with the green.
They're like
Aye.
a lime
So
green.
so
And I can
Portland.
remember seeing him in that strip.
Yep. You were close, but
That's why it rang a
it was
bell.
Chicago Fire.
That sounds
Next
like
question.
a fucking drama on Sky Atlantic.
Which Celtic player holds the record for most league appearances? Is it A, Billy McNeil, B, Paul McStay, C, Roy Aitken, or D, Alec McNair?
League appearances. I don't want to go to the obvious.
This is your
Right,
second to last
okay.
question as well.
Aye, let's use a 50-50. Let's go for it.
You're 50-50. All right, so removing
I'm not
two
telling you
wrong
who I
answers.
think, though, so you didn't remove
No.
the two.
That's fine. Removing two wrong answers. The one of the correct answers and one of the wrong answers remaining. It is either A, Billy McNeil, or D, Alec McNair.
I leave the obvious. But yes, fucking no. I'm going to go Caesar. Billy McNeil.
Yeah.
Hey,
Billy McNeil.
it's not going to be, though. It's another one of the fucking... I knew that!
So Billy McNeil does hold the record for most
most.
appearances.
Appearances, aye,
But-
that's why I said league.
Aye. Alec McNair holds the
I knew that. Dave.
league appearances. And your
Well.
15th and final question, William. You ready for it?
I am.
Hopefully this
Strong
one's not
start.
too bad.
Strong start, not so good, but we never stop, so let's get the last one in.
And who scored Celtic's first ever goal in the 5-2 victory over Rangers in May 1988? Was it A, Willie Mealy, B, Charlie Gorman, C, Neil McCallum, or D, James Kelly?
Before my time.
Well before our time. Fucking- Chat's getting quite a few rang as well, by the way, so don't feel too
Aye.
bad.
Let's go. Neil McCallum.
Neil McCallum. Is that your final answer?
Aye.
Let's see if you're right.
Total guess. Oh, your beauty.
Absolutely spot on, mate.
Was that another boy that got knocked into the bus and still game and then robbed them?
Was it?
McCallum.
Oh, aye.
That was brilliant,
Here we
John.
go. 1,
I can't wait to kick back and watch the rest now.
6, 7, 8, 9. 10 out of 15, right, mate?
That's not bad.
Not bad
I'd
at all.
attain that. I think I'll get beaten, but I would attain that.
Well, you don't know that. You don't know that. You don't know that at all. But no, listen, you'd actually done really well because some of them were, I thought they were quite hard. And I had to do quite a bit of research just to get them. Chat, how did you all get on? Are you playing along? Are you counting how many you got right out of 15?
In the chat. Aye, Alistair
Red
will hit
Scotland,
them up.
it's the 1988 part that threw me. Aye. I meant 1888. That would throw most people.
Aye, that's why I said it's a bit before my time. All right, so that's what you meant when you said.
There's a few. There's a
It's
few
definitely
things
before.
that aren't right.
Because
Aye.
when you said that, I was going to say, well, I was 2, so it wasn't that far back.
No, listen. There is a couple of mistakes. You just, as I said at the start, just ignore them. Clearly, Celtic's first ever goal wasn't in 1988.
Aye,
That would be a poor one.
no bad start
Alistair-
here.
Alistair Jack got 12 out of 15.
Well done, mate.
Patrick McLaughlin got 5 wrong, same as
I'm
you.
surprised at that.
Fiddy, 6 wrong. Stephen,
Aye, right.
Aye, you're clearly delirious, mate.
Aye.
I just want to give a wee shout out to Stephen. Obviously, Stephen was meant to appear
Aye.
tonight, but he's really sick, so he's not been able to feature.
Feeling better
So
soon, mate.
everybody send a well wishes to Stephen. But he is lying in bed playing along and clearly fucking lying.
He'll be glad it wasn't on tea. Actually, after questions, I bet he'd be like, "Oh, Jesus Christ!"
No, I know.
Unless there's a Yuri sex stage.
Listen, there's no Yuri Yara.
Well done, Wally.
Brilliant, Wally.
Effort.
Brilliant hosting as well, John. I'm loving this.
It's looking the part.
It is. I can't wait to kick back and watch you boys now.
I need to go.
Some really good hang with questions in there as well.
I know, like I said, to see when you've got 5 people. Well, like I said, we were expecting, we didn't find out until later on. So I had 5 sets of questions set up, 15 each. And by the way, it's hard to try and collate that many questions and then try and keep an element of balance. No, not got a book. I have a Celtic quiz thing to reference, but some of the I can't just take 15 questions because they're like really, really silly, easy ones. And then some of them are hard, but it's trying to find the balance so that all 5 people. Anyway, so that's William. You've had your turn, mate. 10 out of 15. Not a bad start. Not a bad start at all.
I'll take that.
Next to go. So I'm just going to fire in the chat again who you want, who's next. Just give me a number. Obviously, William's number is not going to be included. So we have.
Did you just play along? Did you just keep your score?
I stopped counting after a wee bit.
Stop counting after 14. Right.
I never actually thought that because I've used my pen.
I got the how many goals we scored wrong.
So did
because
I.
There was a thing, like I remember watching a DVD like years ago about the 67 team and like the narrator says like how great we were at attacking football and he went 200 in a season. But I don't know if clearly he was just kind of rounding it up a bit. So I would have went for 200. But some cracking questions, John.
I just scored that many goals in a season. That's
unreal.
I went 189 like to be.
I've got that from the skill.
If that wasn't a multiple choice, it would have been one of the ones, like where you say, I would give you it if you were within, like if you were within 10 of.
Yeah, I would never anywhere near that.
I'd have probably went about 120 or something, tops.
No, listen, you don't know. So, let's see who's up next.
Who's up next?
You ready for it? Are you ready for it?
Right.
Francis.
You ever seen
Franny. Go on yourself, Franny.
With 50% of the vote. That'll be you up next.
Pringles.
Folk just must fucking hate us, Ross.
Lose count, but I think 10 are just going to keep
50% of the vote.
I just
they don't know who they're voting for.
I don't think they know who's
no,
this number. It's just random. But I reckon they probably do think you're the cunts.
They don't.
They'd be absolutely spot on in that, to be fair.
Jed, I don't know if you're watching it on the telly or if you're watching anything, mate, but there should be something pop up in the chat. If you're not seeing it, mate, I can only apologise. I don't know how to fix that on this end. We can add the questions into the chat on YouTube, but who sees it and who's able to actually interact with it, I'm not sure. So I've just written your names down with a number, and I've just put the numbers in the chat, and they're just voting for a number, and that's who's on next. So it was William first, and now it's Francis.
Good luck, Franny.
Good luck, Franny.
You ready to go, mate? Oh wait, we need to roll and see what series of questions you get. Ooh. Yeah. No, that should be fine.
Time me and you got on, Ross. I'm going to be absolutely steaming by it.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm still my first pint.
One of the big giant bottles.
Being pished.
Love being pished. Absolutely love it.
Best thing a normal size bottle, Tony's just tiny.
People are trying to guess though. Ryan Kelly did guess too, was Franny. Did you vote for that though, Ryan? Merrill, thanks for taking part. Polls working fine. Polls come up every time. Again, as I said, I don't know how It's how it's working. I don't know.
Probably some guys are maybe just watching it on the telly, but no got it on their phone, so they're not getting the poll on the telly.
That's it. Aye, if you've got it up on the telly and you've not got the chat up with it, you probably won't see it. And again, I can only apologise for that. There's no other way of doing it. Like I'm trying my best, but
you would still need to vote on the poll on your phone, though. I don't think you can really do it for the telly.
No, I'm not sure.
No, unless we've got like magically technical in the last. Can barely work the Sky Guide, man. Fucking right, Faldo. Got another couple behind it, I know. What am I like?
No.
Oh no,
it's Budweiser team, man. I get sent.
Any mind of you, bud? Any mind of you, bud?
Anyway, Francis, you're up next. You ready to go?
Yes.
Excellent.
Hey, kid.
And everybody, keep track of your scores. Let's see how many you're getting. But let's bring in Francis. How you doing, mate?
All good, mate. All good.
You ready to go? How did you get? Willie got on. How did you do? Did you no count either?
Nah, stupid didn't count. I didn't think I got 10, but I didn't think I got 10. Be honest.
You don't think you got 10?
Nah, probably 8 or 9, mate. If I counted. I definitely got the goals rang, and then the scorer rang there at the end. That one rang. And I actually said Aston Villa for. I knew it was an English team, and I went Aston Villa for Billy McNeil. So there's 3 that I can think off the top of my head that I got wrong.
Every one of the teams, he did manage every one of the teams. It was just the order.
I thought he'd went to England there, but so I'd initially thought Aston Villa.
So I suppose you're ready to start. You ready?
I go for it.
Let's play. Yeah. 1888, 2005, or 1967.
D.
Do you want to use a lifeline?
No, yet. It's randomly my nephew was born on the same, well, no, 1967.
Same year. Your nephew was born in 1967.
Same day and same month, the 5th. So it's actually kind of sticks in the head for more than one reason, but it's 1967, mate.
Spot on, mate. Spot on. Question number 2. Which Celtic manager signed Lubomir Moravcik? Was it A. John Barnes, B. Joe Venglos, C. Wim Jansen, or D. Martin O'Neill?
That was B, the doctor, Joe Venglos, John.
Dr. Joe.
Mm-hmm. By the way, it's true. Well, it says like that is so easy, that question, but I was seriously second guessing myself for a second there.
This is why, like, when it comes to quizzes, I'm absolutely shite because I just freeze when I'm put on the spot. my mind goes blank, and I very well know the answer if you give me like 10 minutes. Gather myself.
Like, I appreciate obviously like who wants to know the first few questions are meant to be easy, but I'm like,
well, that was the format. I'm supposed to make the first 5 like stupidly easy. You shouldn't get any. If you get any wrong in the first 5, you need to ask yourself a question. But that being said,
asking the questions.
That's it. I'll ask the questions. Joe Venglos is correct. As expected. Question number 3. From which club did Celtic sign Paul Lambert? Was it A. Borussia Dortmund, B. Motherwell, C. Hamburg, or D. Bayern Munich?
A. Borussia Dortmund.
You sure?
100%. 100%.
That your final answer?
Yes.
See if anybody else in the chat's got it wrong here.
Oh, surely no.
No.
It's one of the turning points in that season, man, bringing him in.
It was. What a signing it turned out to be.
Oh, mate, just think, you actually would they? I don't think you could go to, for argument's sake, Borussia Dortmund and go and sign who've just won the Champions League and go and sign one of their players. You couldn't do that now.
You couldn't. Definitely not getting away with that now. Absolutely not.
It's mental.
Next question. How many full England caps does Chris Sutton hold? Is it A, 1, B, 3, C, 6, or D, 9?
I'm sure it's only 1. I've gone 1. I'm sure it's only 1. Oh, no.
You biting the bullet?
Aye. Didn't want to use my lifeline in the first 5 questions, man. But I'm sure it's only 1.
Well, nobody's made you absolutely spot on.
I was stuck between 1 and 3, I'll be honest, because I was like, it might have
quite shocking, though, that a player of that calibre only got during that era.
Alan
'cause
Thompson only got one. Remember, it was like, I don't think they had did he under 21? It was like a B cap he got or something like that. Alan Thompson got something like a B
I'm not
cap.
sure.
And I was wondering, is Chris Sutton maybe had a couple of them, and I'm thinking 3 off the back of that.
Aye.
But I'm sure
You might have
Thompson
been
got
right.
something like a
I'm
B
not
cap.
sure about Thompson, but it might have been a B cap. But again, Chris Sutton only had the one, which I found really surprising when because I double checked. I was like, surely that can't be right.
I think it would have been competing. Well, Sheeran that'd have been about, but still.
But he's every bit as good as Shearer. Let's be honest.
I like Sutton, but I know as a striker, like.
Aye, he was superb. Anyway, you were spot on, mate. And question number 5. In the 2000-2001 season, Larsson equalled Celtic's record for most goals scored in an SPL season. How many goals did he score? Was it A, 33, B, 35, C, 36, or D, 32?
Shambles, but I'm 36. C. I'll go the highest.
Not your final answer? C, 36?
Aye. Oh, I'm terrible, man.
You no sure?
Oh, 100% no sure. Oh. I'm not even taking any money home, John. I'm away skint.
No, you would have been away with nothing.
I don't know.
But luckily for you, you get another 10 questions to try and build yourself back up. Question number 6 then. Let's see. Which Celtic player was nominated for a Ballon d'Or in 2007? Was it A, Artur Boric, B, Jan Vennegar of Hesselink, C, Shinsuke Nakamura, or D, Stilian Petrov?
Oh my Jesus! I'm ruling out Vinegar of Hesselink, and I think it's too. I don't think Nakamura was still with us in 2000.
You do have 3 lifelines.
Go for Boric, mate. Go for
Boric.
Aye.
And is that your final answer?
Yes.
Francis, I'm afraid.
My
it was
Jesus,
Shinsuke
man.
Nakamura.
I thought he was away by then. Oh no, Strachan had him. Strachan brought him in.
Absolutely incredible season he had.
Clearly. That good, I can't remember it.
Listen, when you're on the spot and you're asked the questions and you've got other choices, it can be quite difficult because they're designed to throw you off. At least that was my intention, so it's clearly not. Next question. Moussa Dembele was the first player to score a hat-trick against Rangers since the 60s, but which player did it prior? Was it A, Jimmy McGrory, B, Bobby Lennox, C, Stevie Chalmers, or D, Bobby Murdoch?
Oh. How many have I got 2 wrong?
Again, you've still got 3 lifelines. There's no shame in using
I
any of
know
them.
there's no shame, but at this stage I'm trying to get to 11, and I'm trying to think the best way to get to 11. I'm struggling now, so I'm trying to maybe think about keeping my lifelines to the end. Go Jimmy McGrory. Go away. We'll go away, John.
A, is that your final answer?
Yes. I'm starting to use lifelines. This is a shambles, man.
Well, we're 7 questions in. We're going to number 8. You've still got 3 lifelines.
7 questions in. I've just got her half right.
Which Italian club did Celtic sign Paolo Di Canio from in 1996? Was it A, Lazio, B, AC Milan, C, Napoli, or D, Juventus?
AC Milan?
AC Milan. Is that your final answer?
Yes.
Spot on.
I'm back in the game, John. We're back in the game.
That's it. That's all you need. Just get another one right and then you're on a roll.
I'll not get too excited, eh? Still get too excited.
Next question. Which of the following clubs has ex-Celt Oliver Tevely not played for? Is it A, Châteauroux, B, Toronto FC, C, Sheffield United, or D, Troy?
I'll be honest, I think the lifelines will
And
be
again,
useless in
it
this
is
one.
not played for.
I think the lifelines will be useless in this one. I'm pretty confident we went to Sheffield United. I'm going to go with B, Toronto FC.
B, Toronto FC. Is that your final answer?
Aye. Of course, it's a French team.
Well,
That was some-
Châteauroux are the French team as well. And
I know, but that's what I mean. Of course, it was one of the French teams they didn't play for.
See, they throw in wee
That's it.
spanners in the works like that. Like, who remember that? Oliver Teverley was terrible. How are you going to know the answer to that question? Next question. The chat didn't get it right either, by the way, Francis.
I didn't think the lifelines would have been much help there, I'll be honest.
Who was the first team to take points off Celtic under Martin O'Neill? Was it A, Hibernian, B, Aberdeen, C, Motherwell, or D, Hearts?
Right, I've got 4 wrong, haven't I? Can I phone a friend? I think I know, but I'll phone a friend.
Phone a friend and let's see who are you phoning.
Well, whoever can answer, preferably.
Let's see.
Oh.
William.
Well,
Hello, mate.
That laugh tells me he's not got a clue.
I have
was
Francis
thinking-
here. You were thinking
I
what?
was thinking Hibs.
Right, well, there's 4 options to choose for. William, you have been chosen as his phone a friend.
Martin O'Neill.
As you can see,
came
who
out.
was the first to take points off Celtic under Martin O'Neill? Was it A, Hibernian, B, Aberdeen, C, Motherwell, or D, Hearts?
Can you mind the game in, Franny? Or is it just a.
No, I was just sitting in the back of my head saying Hibs, mate. But
I've
no
honestly no idea.
no
mate.
rhyme or reason. No rhyme or reason.
Apologies, I can't help you. It would just be a full guess for me too. So I go for Hibs. Fuck it.
We'll just need to.
Hibs, fuck it. That's as good an answer
We
as any,
need to.
really.
That's the only answer we've got right now, John.
Cheers, William.
Cheers.
Francis.
Oh, he kens it's wrong.
William
already.
thinks-
He's laughing.
Hibs, fuck it, is the answer. Are we going for A?
Well,
Going for
we'll
B?
need to. Was that a wee clue? Should I go for B?
No, you pick whatever you want.
We'll go for A, John. We'll stick to
Eh.
my gut.
Stick to your gut. And you would be absolutely spot on. It was I believe it was a 1-1 draw.
Was that off? That's just something in my head. Something in the back of my head.
Well, sometimes you just need to trust your instincts.
Mm.
The chat, all over the place. All over the place. Some people got it right. Donny Boy. Aye. Donny Boy's the only one that got it right.
Good job with the next audience then.
Next question. Which Celtic player won the PFA Scotland's Player of the Year award in the 2015-16 season? Was it A, Lee Griffiths, B, Kieran Tierney, C, Scott Brown, or D, Chris Commons?
I'm going to rule it Tierney because I think you'd have probably more got the.
Alistair, that is not wrong. Taking points off a team is anything other than to a full 3, and Hibs were the first after a draw.
Oh, is he getting technical?
There's a few people that are claiming it's wrong.
Ah, well, no. It's right. I've got the point for it. I'm taking the point. Scott Brown won it.
Aberdeen was the first team to beat us
Beat us.
completely, take the full 3, but we did draw with Hibs. So although technically not a loss,
We dropped points. The question was
We
drop
dropped
points,
points.
John.
yes.
Like I'm hardly going to win it, so we can have it.
And if you can prove to me otherwise, chat, feel free. Post a link or something.
I'm going to go Scott Brown.
You're going to go Scott Brown. So see,
I just think Kieran Tierney would have came under Young Player of the Year.
final answer.
Aye. Oh,
That was Lee Griffiths, mate. That was the season he scored 40 goals.
75 goals. Oh, I would be.
The goals. Kieran Tierney did win Young Player that same year.
Oh, can't get any more rank. It just equal Willie now.
That's right. Aye, you can. But you've still got two. You've still got
2 lifelines.
2 lifelines. Next question: from which club did Celtic sign Emilio Izaguirre? Was it A, Marathon, B, Motagua, C, Olympia, or D, Progresso?
Can I go 50-50, John?
You might go 50-50.
Yes.
Okay, mate. So removing 2 wrong answers and leaving 1 correct answer and 1 remaining wrong answer, you're left with B or C.
Oh, why did you say they two? Right, I'm going to go B because B was in my head. And for some reason C was in my... But I'm going B.
I'm going B. So you're locking
Going
in
B.
B.
Locking in B.
Motagua. On, mate. That was Motagua. Well done. Chat got it too, but I think a few of them have said it was a guess. Next question. Excuse me. How many goals did Jimmy McGrory score in the 1927-28 season? Was it 48, 52, 58, or 62?
I can't get any more wrong, you know. They equal Willie.
If you get any more wrong, then you're currently equal with Willie at the minute in terms of 5 wrong.
I'll ask the audience, mate. I'll ask the audience and hopefully folk have worked out their chat and Alistair and that's quick on the Google. Because that'd be an absolute punt at this, like. Absolute punt. I don't even care how many games in the season you would have played.
I couldn't tell you either.
Like even just league games to try and go with that.
But Jimmy McCrory did score
A lot by the looks of things, aye.
incredible amount of goals in his career.
It's got a lot that season, even if it's just 48. It's a lot of goals.
That is, mate. 48 is a hell of a lot of goals.
Uh.
Just give this a wee bit to get the votes in.
Mm-hmm.
But aye, so you're currently sitting with 5 incorrect coming into the final couple of questions.
I know. I just need to get 3 right. 3 right and what?
So you done with Willie. Willie, you had a wee bad stint sort of in midway point, whereas
Right.
Willie was towards the end.
Uh-huh.
So see, that doesn't mean there's a.
Oh,
Fancy
John, I didn't like that face, man. I didn't like that
This is
face.
close. This is close. Get another few seconds before I end it. A few guys in the chat are guessing.
What's there? These have got
So-
the chance to go and Google to and give a fighting chance, man.
I one more vote. Come on, we need one more, just to even it out.
What do you mean even it out? I want a majority here, a massive majority.
Just because there's no many people voting, so I'm hoping.
Again, it could just be for how they're watching it, eh?
Right, okay, I'm ending it here. Francis.
Uh-huh.
So A, 0%. B, 37%. C, 31%. D,
They're all the same.
31%.
My Jesus.
That's all the same.
Oh, so it's literally no in Malak, it'll be A. No in Malak, it'll be A. So everyone's pretty much 33% if you really want it. Well.
Cheers, Phil. You like that hat? That is dope.
Oh my Jesus, man. Do we maybe just go middle for diddle it on him and go?
Middle for diddle, there was your 233s.
But I mean, maybe middle for diddle and go for 58.
Sorry, 231s and a 37.
Because like the majority could just be like 1 vote voted for 52. Go 58. Let's go 58. Just go the middle one out of the 3 of them.
58. If you get this
Aye.
right, you're still tied with William. If you get it incorrect, William holds a small lead. You be ready to find out?
Yes.
And you said it was
Whatever one likes green.
C58.
58. Aye.
58 C. Sorry,
At least it wasn't A. At least it wasn't A.
If it was A, then nobody voted for A.
Oh, no.
Next question. How many international caps does Celtic's Bobo Balde have?
I'd have put it
Was it
down
A,
wrong.
50, B, 52, C, 54, or D, 56?
52. Let's go 52. Didn't even think I had any, man.
Surprise then.
I thought it was French, but then he's probably like New Guinea or something. It's very weird.
It is Guinea, mate. A Guinea in caps.
I go 52. We'll go 52.
52? Spot on. It was 52, which surprised me as well, by the way. I didn't think he had that many international caps, but it turns out he did. So a few other people,
Bobo, man.
if Bobo got capped, he did,
Oh.
apparently. Quite a bit.
52 times.
Aye, no bad. You've won, if you see how much money you won here,
I'll take it.
again, technical issues.
Mhm.
Couple of mistakes. Final question then, Francis. How many trophies did Celtic win under Willie Maley? Was it A, 30, B, 32, C, 34, or D, 36?
See, this could be like a wee personal sort of one if I just get this right. Feel like this is one you should know with it being our first manager, not eh? It's probably one that you should know. There is 6. Let's go big. Go 36. D.
36.
Um,
D, 36. Final answer.
Let's game it.
For
Let's
£1
go the
million,
big one.
Francis.
Shite manager. Shite manager. That was 8, wasn't it? 8.
9, mate.
No, all right. I thought that was 8. I don't know.
No,
I'll take 9.
it was 9. So 9 out of the 15 you got right. One wrong less than William.
Well, I may as well go to bed then, eh? I'm not winning.
Oh, wait.
I'm sure it's 8, John. I'll be honest with you, mate. I am sure it's 8.
You know what? It is 8.
I thought that. I thought that.
My apologies.
Being my honesty there, I could have still no one.
No, you didn't. So, how many people got that right? A lot of people actually said C.
Well done, kid.
34.
Some
Ah,
toughies in
That
there.
was very tough round.
Patrick, Ryan,
Was.
Alistair got it
It
right.
was toughies, like.
That was tougher than mine. Like,
Jed
I got
got it
11, but.
right. Of course you did.
Man, oh man.
oh, he's raging. He's fucking raging.
I know.
Who's raging?
Franny.
Is that my World Cup quiz? That's done. Get back to the.
You won that, to be fair, mate. You're all right.
I know.
Just like the pastry off his jumper, he crumbled.
Oh, it was the stuff of the drink before he delivered it.
He's been waiting to say that for about 20 minutes.
I actually didn't. It just came to me on the spot there.
Oh my Jesus!
The rednecks blending in.
Aye.
Oh,
Listen, Ross didn't ken Paolo Maldini started in the fucking World Cup final.
Oh.
And
That
the
was funny.
USA 90.
That was. I took that well that night, by the way. Must have called him a cheat about 561 times. Couldn't even watch the show back. Absolute redneck.
I can everything about France, USA 94. Like, can everything.
Oh, It was the only question I didn't get bit on that, but I made a tit myself.
I reckon this might be the fight for front place coming up. What do you think, Fanny?
It's not a fight. It's
Definitely
only one.
Is he saying, Millionaire, it's only easy if you know the answer?
I didn't know many of them.
Yeah.
I bet I'm the only guy who goes away with nothing.
I was just getting that set up. And
Technicality, I went away with bugger all. Didn't even get a grand, man.
Smoky bacon Pringles are fucking brilliant.
Just think, we're just every much a millionaire though as Dave King is, to be fair. So, can't really.
Yeah. It's true.
But it's only going to be down to the two left at the minute. So it's either Anthony or Ross who'll be up next. Just popping that in the chat now.
Glad you worked that out, John.
What's that?
To be fair, I'm quite glad
Just put me on and keep Bristol for last.
Keep the excitement. Keep the excitement.
It'll give me time to go for another couple of halves.
Laddie's pushed.
Tony's got the 8-pint bottles of fucking Budweiser to get
Feeling it. Oh,
the big
I've
bottles.
got what it's like to. Normally, I've been doing Monday nights for the last wee while. I'm normally sober as a judge on here recently.
Tono about the Gearden next.
That looks so strange. Is that a massive bottle or it just got wee horns?
There's no beads of water on it. That's the same bottle.
you know the ones you get for your Christmas?
Violin.
You know the big ones that cost about £2 in Morrison's? I got them.
Just thought you were doing the old thing, like back in the day when you send the dick pics, but you use
you got to have the large button with them, though,
Nah, you use the Mars bar for the celebrations tin and tell them it's a full-size Mars bar.
You seem to know more about it than me.
Listen,
my phone couldn't take pictures up until about 2 years ago.
The only problem was it was bounties I used because I ate the rest.
Tony still plays Snake.
I still build Lego.
He does.
They're all back there.
Oh my god.
I love Lego.
That's only some of the collection, too.
It's got Dumbledore's bookcase in it.
Yeah.
I've got Tony Stark there, big Iron Man helmet.
Oh, yeah, you're a helmet.
Indeed I am, young man. Indeed I am.
Right, he's ready to find out who's up next.
Listen to Jed. Look at Jed.
I'm actually.
Votes have been cast.
Properly play along with us time.
And next up is Ross.
Oh, thank the Lord.
Exciting. Keeps it exciting.
Just like every other vote, I lose.
Correct, Donny boy.
No,
Tony's sitting harder than the Guardian. Crossword tail, choking to get on.
Oh,
by the way,
Red Scott, what a guy.
I kind of a minority, but I absolutely hate it.
Oh man, you got to love the Lego kid. It's just
fills me with dread, anxiety, sickness.
Do you think it's maybe my pixie building the Lego sets on the WhatsApp that's made you know well?
Aye, probably.
Oh, 100%. Wasn't about to offend you. What did you say, Franny?
It's not about being a master builder. The Lego. Everything is awesome.
You can't even hold it. It's like
you can.
I don't know, man. It's not for me.
Scotland absolutely loves Lego, and Danielle like stepping on it's that bastard.
Yes, Danielle. Aye, especially when it's like the full castle of Hogwarts that Tony's just built. Oh, didn't mean that. Sorry, kid.
I'm only on bag 2. And I'm talking about Lego bags when focus.
Right, guys, I hope everybody's still keeping score. If again,
I am on 13.
Good luck, Roscoe.
I'm going to keep score so John doesn't.
Wrong, or rather, any answers are wrong. I can only apologise. Based on the information I've checked it, it might not be right.
They can give me Hibs wrong if they want. I still no winning.
It's all a bit of laugh anyway. But next up, Ross, as I said, make sure
Good luck, Marker.
So catches on just a second. Ross,
John,
you're up next, kid. How are you getting on with the first two?
I stopped counting in the first one and I got 11 on Franny's one.
Did you really get 11?
I did, aye. Honest, aye. A couple of guesses in there, but I got 11.
That's fine. You don't like to guess, mate. I think most when it comes to
It's
questions
multiple
like that,
choice, aye.
exactly.
Got eh?
And how you? I mean, I can see you're on the. What is it you're drinking?
I've got a can of Foster's there. I had a pint out of my machine at the
You're
start.
feeling
and I've
sick
just-
and you're drinking Foster's.
Well, I was feeling sick this morning, and then it went into like shivery and dull heat, and then I've been taking paracetamols, and that's taking the edge off it. So I feel all right. I couldn't like have a right good go at the drink tonight, like, so I'm just sitting my way, just a wee social drink, you know.
A wee social drink. What else can you do? Have a wee social quiz. You have a wee social drink. It's Friday night.
That's it.
It's the
Hogmanay
eve
Special, kid.
of Hogmanay's Eve. Anyway, are you ready to go?
Ready as I'll ever be, kid.
Ready as you'll ever be. Well, let's go then.
You're the man.
Drama.
So dramatic.
Question number 1 was, what year was Celtic Football Club founded? 1887, 1888, 1889, or 1890?
I think we'll have to just go B there. 1888.
B, 1888.
Yeah, man. What?
Ross, Celtic were founded in 1887.
What?
They were.
That was a trick question.
It's no, though. You should know that.
What? How? It was 1888.
It was 1888 is when the club was established and played their first game, but 1887 was when they were founded.
Well, I didn't know that. There
Meryl's
you go.
raging.
Good. Excellent start.
Trick question.
That's pish, like.
It's no.
Doesn't matter anyway. I'm still asking answer no the questions, but
I thought
do I lose? I don't lose my lifelines off of that, eh?
No, you don't lose anything.
Aye.
You've still got everything.
Well, isn't that embarrassing?
But listen, the rest of the questions might be easier than everybody else's. Who knows?
I can't believe that.
I'm interested, actually. I'm just going. William, what answer did you think it was?
The only reason I do know that, as soon as you said it, because you went founded.
Aye, I know that. I was
founded
like,
as well.
I know,
Aye.
but I was like, it's still
There was a big
1888.
thing in there. See, in English class at school, you used to have to hang it. You had to stand up and talk about a subject. One of my wee mates, John McLaughlin, if he's watching, hanging Celtic, and he said Celtic. He stood up and talked about Celtic, and he said we were founded in 1887, and the whole class went after nut. You're fucking stupid. It's 1888. And then he explained why. So that's the only reason I did know that. But aye, that's never £100 question, by the way.
No danger.
I'd have thought it
Well,
was.
But aye,
There you go. That's because
Anthony,
you knew the answer.
Did you know that? Franny, did you know that? I'm just gauging, like, is that a trick question, or did you know?
But I wrote 1888 as well.
You know,
That's, but the minute you said founded, I said 87 because that's when Walfred says the quote, "A football club will be formed." That was the time of the official foundation of Celtic. So that was 87. But that's a horrible question for £100.
I thought that was definitely one of your top 5 easy questions.
And it's very
Well,
easy to.
apparently not.
No, I'm going to defend Ross a wee bit as well, though, John, because obviously, even the crest I'm wearing tonight, 1888, which
No, I'm not.
that was the year that they played their first game. But 87 was when they were founded. But that's a Syrian. That's a Syrian.
Is it? Well, Ross, I can only apologise. I thought that was a fair question, and I emphasised founded as well.
I know, but I was like, I think he's just trying to throw me there by saying founded really loud. And I just thought, it's still 1888. And I was thinking,
John went full Ross for friends there, eh? Don't blame the questions.
but I was thinking, like, well, it's £100 question. It's obviously 1888.
aye,
But-
that's what would have thrown me. See if
I
that
wrote-
was. See
I
if that
give
was a
myself a tick and
£100,000 question, I'd have been like, oh no, aye. But because it's the
£100,000
first one, you're like,
question.
Because it's the
Aye.
very first one, you're like, all right, it must be the easiest answer ever.
Aye.
Is that? Aye.
I gave
That's how I
myself a
just
tick and then
never
came
even
up with the
thought about
same
it. I
up
just
the
been
next.
aye to it. Aye.
If you can see, I've actually gave myself a tick to start with, then I've crossed the tick out.
Right, moving
anyway.
on. That's
Moving
fine.
on.
John's fucked
Cheers,
me,
boys.
but there you go.
Ross, there's still plenty of time, mate. We still
Oh,
got plenty.
okay,
of time.
hey,
Are
it's
you
a
confident in
marathon,
your
kid, not
ability?
a
Are you
sprint.
confident? Exactly. So we'll chalk that up then as a trick question. I thought most people knew, like, because
I think
thought
most did, but
it was well sort of versed it in, like, as Danielle and that says. Brother Wilfred got together with everybody, sat around the round table, as it were, and a football club would be formed for the maintenance. 1887. But aye, 1888 is the year that's on the crest, obviously. Aye, that was just because that's when they were established as a football club.
aye.
But the
No,
initial
I mean, I
foundation-
understand that now, but no, you totally done me like.
No. Man, I understand. I do understand what you're saying, but they were established as an official a football club, in a league in 1888. They played their first match, but they were founded for their initial purpose in 1887. Anyway, moving on. Question number 2. I'm not dwelling on it too long. What nationality is ex-Celt Shinsuke Nakamura? Is it A, Scottish, B, Japanese, C, Korean, or D, Irish?
Well, I'm not sure what year he was born, but I'm sure he was Japanese when he was born, and I don't know if he was still Japanese when he was founded, but we'll go B, Japanese.
B, Japanese. You what?
We're off the mark.
From which club did Celtic sign Virgil van Dijk? Was A, Groningen, B, Ajax, C, Feyenoord, or D, PSV?
Again, like Willie, I know the answer, but I'm doubting myself. I think I know the answer. There you go. There's the doubt. I think it's Groningen.
Groningen, A. You locking in? Final answer?
I am alright.
You're spot on. Correct. Question number 4.
Relax into it now.
How much did Celtic reportedly sell Kieran Tierney for? Was it A, 20 million, B, 22 million, C, 25 million, or D, 28 million?
I think it is C, 25 million.
That final answer?
Yeah, man.
Spot on. Was widely reported at 25 million, which is a bit of a fucking steal, to be honest. But there we go.
Oh, aye, totally.
I absolutely feel like it, especially when you see players of that caliber, if he was playing in England, what he would be going for.
Aye.
Next question number 5. Who was the first Celtic manager to take Celtic to the Champions League knockout stages? Was it A, William Jansen, B, Martin O'Neill, C, Gordon Strachan, or D, Neil Lennon?
First Celtic manager to take Celtic to the Champions League knockout stages. I've just wanted to make sure I was hearing that question.
Reading the
Right.
question, aye.
That is C, Gordon Strachan.
C, Gordon Strachan, mate. Absolutely spot on. Correct. So if it wasn't for the trip me up in question number 1, you would have been 5 for 5.
Aye.
Question number 6. Who was Celtic's first ever 7-figure signing? Was it A, John Collins, B, Charlie Nicholas, C, Martin Hayes, or D, Paul Elliott?
Can I get a 50-50 here?
Aye, absolutely. So removing 2 wrong answers, I'm trying to do my best, Tristan, and leaving 1 remaining wrong answer and 1 correct answer. It's either A or D.
Right. I'm going to go with D then. Paul
D.
Elliott.
Paul Elliott. I'm I'm afraid it was John Collins, mate.
I was actually between Charlie Nicholas and Paul Elliott.
Well, yeah, before I gave you the 50-50.
Aye.
That was John Collins. Next question. How many goals were scored by Chris Sutton when Celtic battered Sudova 8-1 in 02-03? Was it 0, 1, 2, or 3?
I don't know. I'm gonna go 1.
1.
B.
So you're locking in
1.
B, 1?
Yep.
Absolutely spot on.
I didn't think it was 2 or 3. I was between 0 and 1.
Aye, I initially didn't. I thought when I seen the question, I had to look it up. I was like, 1 just seems the most logical because it was like when you see the scoreline, you're like, oh, your initial thought is it has to be like something high, surely.
Aye. But I knew it wasn't 2 or 3 for some reason. I don't know why, but I got it right. It was a good guess.
Many people the guys in the chat as well. Like,
it's a hard question.
It is. It's not the easiest. Like I says, a lot of these questions were kind of chosen. I had to try and balance it, so you might find some of these later ones are actually easier. Next question, Ross. Who is Celtic's oldest debutant? Is it A, Ian Wright, B, Janino, C, Kolo Toure, or D, Dion Dublin? That's who's their oldest debutant.
I'm drawn to that. My initial thought was Dion Dublin. D. Many questions have I got left here, John?
Oh, you're about halfway.
So I've got about 7 or 8.
You got another 8, aye.
8. I'm going to. My initial thought was Dion Dublin, so I'm going to go with that. D.
Dion Dublin. So Dion Dublin. You're absolutely correct. It was Dion Dublin.
See, when you get the other choices, it throws you a wee bit, like, because before N came up, I was like Dion Dublin, and then Ian Wright came up, and I was like, oh my god.
Aye. And Kolo as well. Like I was crazy because Kolo was born.
Aye, he was a good age, like.
Aye, he would have been in his late 30s anyway. Anyway, next question, Ross. How many goals did Ian Wright score for Celtic? Was it 2, 3,
These questions are
4,
fucking brutal.
or 5? You think so? Again, man, see when you're actually trying to set up 5 different sets of questions for 15 different questions each. It's no easy. I challenge anybody talking shite in the chat to do it. Danielle, I believe it was something like 37 in some a couple of hundred days or something like that. I don't know the exact. I did have it written down, but I can't find it. But aye, he was he is the oldest.
What lifelines have I got left? Phone a friend and ask the audience.
You have phone a friend and ask the audience. This is question number 8.
I don't think this is an ask the audience question because, in fact, I don't think it's a question because it's one of the ones I think most people would be guessing. I can remember he scored a goal at Pataudry, so that's 1.
You remember his celebration?
Aye,
the big dive bomb.
Aye, that's why I can remember it. I can't mind the goal. I'm going to go 2. I don't think it was a lot. A2.
A2. Unlucky, but like like you said, it's not a lot. And for a striker of his calibre to come in, I know he was older, but you'd expected him maybe to score more. But quite a forgetful, period at Celtic. Next question, Ross. In what year did Celtic adopt the famous green and white hoops? Was it 1903? 1905, 1906, or 1908? So this was when they moved on for the plain white to the hoops.
Again, it's one of the questions. I don't even know if I could phone a friend and Tony would know it. That's how hard it is.
Well, if you phone a friend, it's a random. You might get Tony.
I know.
William. You might get
I know.
Francis.
I'm just hoping it, Tony. Let's ask the audience.
Ask the audience. So, everyone in the chat, poll's coming up. Say the question: what year did Celtic adopt the famous green and white hoops? Put your finger on your buzzers, please. I haven't even got an inclination. Well,
They're
think
quite
back to
close together dates.
special. I mean,
Don't give away
is
any
that-
clues here for the
Nah, I was
audience.
going to say, is that a clue? I mean, it's not. Is it a clue? I don't know.
know.
I'll
I don't know
refrain
what you're
from
going to say.
I'll refrain from saying it just in case.
Just in case, aye.
clue.
The dates are fairly close together. It's no like one's. A few questions in Franny's one where I was like, wasn't sure, but there was one that sort of jumped out a wee bit, and you hazard an educated guess. There's nothing there jumping out at me. That's just dates, just numbers.
See, but the when you're coming up with these different answers, the other issue you have is you don't want to separate it too much, would make it too obvious, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm. Aye.
So, like, it's within the very early, the first decade of the 1900s, but at which point?
Mm-hmm. They are horrible questions. I mean, I might be just for me, but they're horrible questions. Wally knows it.
I mean, it is quite. You have been quite unlucky in terms of some of the questions have been quite tough. But in saying that, I mean, this is question number 8. No, question number 9, and you've only got 3 wrong.
So I'm on 6.
You're on 6. With six to go, and a lifeline to go. So, I mean, it's still a lot to play for me.
Aye.
Anyway.
What's Willie at 10?
Willie was at 10, right? Aye.
Franny
was at 8. Ending the poll here, guys. Play votes. So the responses to that, and for the audience: A with 66%, B with 20%, C with 13%, and D with 0%.
Right. Well, initially, like I said, being honest, I was like, they're very close together. I've only got an inclination. But out of them all, I would have went 1903 if I didn't have the lifeline, because it's closest to when we were established. So you said A was 66%?
A was 66%.
Right. So we'll go A, 1903.
1903, A.
Thank you. Thank you, audience.
Thank you, audience.
Pop me a hole. Willie thought it was 1905.
He's saying here the fuck you was in reference to only wanting Tony for phoning a friend rather than
I know that.
But if a lot of people in the chat, based on the obviously poll, got the answer right.
Well done, guys.
Alistair, Phil, Donny. It was quite a tough question. I mean, you have had quite a few tough questions, but we'll see how you go.
What's tough for me might not be tough for somebody else, though. So,
well, I mean, you had to use a lifeline on that. William knew it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, so next question. This is question number 10. Against which side did Phil O'Donnell score 2 goals on his debut? Was it Partick Thistle, B Dunfermline, C Motherwell, or D Hamilton?
That was A Partick Thistle.
Are you confident with that, Ross? Sting me.
I mean, if I wasn't on this, I would say 100%. I'm going to go 95, but I'm pretty sure, like.
Nah, you're spot on. It was Patrick this one. Everybody in the chat's guessed it right as well. So again, there you go. A question that you knew straight off the bat. Next question. In 1996-97, Billy Stark was caretaker manager for how many games? Was it A, 3, B, 5, C, 7, or D, 9?
Many have I got right? Many questions have I had?
This is question number 10. No, this is 11. And you've had 3 right.
So I'm on 8.
No, you've got 7 right, 3 right.
Oh, right, because I'm not answering this one.
You've still got a lifeline.
Aye.
I mean, the chats.
Let's phone a friend.
Phone a friend. And who are you phoning?
One of the boys.
One of the boys.
Only if it's a free number.
It is a free number. Let's see who you get. William again, mate.
William again.
Couldn't I phone a
Disney
friend
Kane
for
it.
Hang on.
I'm just saying it at random. So there's I mean, if I had a roll there and it was Tony, everybody would be like, "That's fixed." And if I roll Franny, Ross would have been like, "That's fixed."
No, I meant he
You
couldn't have
disrespect
phoned a
matches.
friend for the 1903. One I actually can't.
Yeah. So William, 1966-87, Billy Stark was a caretaker manager for how many games? Was it 3, 5, 7, or 9?
You got any inkling, Ross? We say it at the same time.
Aye, right. 3, 2, 1, 3.
5. Let's go 4 then.
There's no 4.
I know. Mate, I've not got a Scooby Doo. These have been tough. I've no.
I know.
Anywhere
They
near
have,
what
they
I've
have
got.
like. Well, no offence.
Gonna go 3.
Oh, just because they need to do his notes, I might as well stick with my own gut.
Hope it's 5. Bye.
Oh, no, you do.
Cheers, Wally.
Right, cheers, Wally. Thanks for fuck
Right,
off.
So he
Let's just
reckons
go-
it's 5.
uh-huh.
You reckon it's 3. Where you going?
Aye. Let's just go A3.
A3. Let's see if you're right.
Yes. Absolute yes. No lives left now. Waste of a lifeline.
William's clapping. You can't see him, but he's clapping for you. He's applauding. Next question. From which club did Celtic sign Danny Fox? Was it A, Burnley, B, Everton, C, Coventry, or D, Southampton?
My initial thought was Burnley, but I don't know if he left us and went to Burnley. And the other one I'm looking at is Coventry. I don't think it was Everton or Southampton. I'm going to go A, Burnley.
A, Burnley. Let's see. That your final answer?
Aye.
Mate. That's Coventry.
Did he go to Burnley? Did he leave
did.
and go to Burnley for us?
He did.
That's why you laughed, eh?
Right. But the chat, by the way, and let me get this, the chat was with you. A lot of people said Burnley.
Aye.
Jed, Danielle, Kenny,
I knew it was one or the other, but
Donny. Jed's sorry, C. Jed's got after the answers came up. There's Red Scotland. Or C. You mean C?
Oh man, I can't believe that.
Stubbsy's horse.
So annoyed with myself.
Listen, it would be a competition between me and you who got the most right. Stubbsy. But aye, Danny Fox, Coventry, mate. Unlucky. So that was wrong.
I think I need to get the last two to draw level with Wally, eh?
You are 1, 2, 3, 4. You get one more rang. You draw with Willie.
What? Oh, so I can get one right and one wrong, and I draw with him.
Aye, you get two right.
Right.
You take a small lead. You get one
right.
rang. You're level with Willie. You get two rang. You're
Right, big pressure
just
on the
ahead of
final
France.
two questions. Oh my god.
Let's see. Who were Celtic's Spanish opponents in their very first ever European match in 1962? Was
I can
it
see
Celta
that.
Vigo, B, Valencia, C, Barcelona, or D, Atletico Madrid?
I'm going to go D, Atletico Madrid.
D. I was going to say you want to use your last lifeline, but you've already used it.
Mm-hmm.
So you're going D, Atletico Madrid.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, I just before I say anything, it's no Barcelona either. It is actually Valencia.
All right.
Again, this is another one of the things. So you did get it wrong, unfortunately. But it was the Barcelona. It was Valencia. So you're currently tied at 10 out of 14.
I'm on 10 now. Aye.
Aye. So
All right.
if you get this one right, you're in the lead. If you get it wrong, Willie remains in the lead.
Right.
How many trophies did Willie Maley win as Celtic manager?
Is
Has
that
Anne
question
already
been
asked this
asked?
question?
Aye, that's been asked.
Give us a second. I have got some fallback questions. Just need to bear with me.
The answer's C, by the way, so fuck it. I could have well cheated there, but no, good enough because you can't.
You could have, aye. Let me see.
Oh, talk about suspense. This is to go to the top of the table.
I know. And this is where it's shite because I need to then throw out another question, which might be considered too easy. And then, hey, Willie, gave me grief.
He's another £100 question. I'll just draw with Willie.
I'll tell you what I'll do, right? See, because I've made an ass of this. No, I can't do that. Ex-Celtic midfielder Janino was a member of which Brazilian World Cup winning squad? You don't get multiple choice.
You don't get multiple choice?
No, you can just answer
Ex-Brazilian Janino was a member of which World Cup winning squad?
Yes.
So, when was it Celtic? It's 2002 or 94.
Doesn't matter when he was at Celtic, it's just what squad was he
Aye,
part
but
of
I'm
and
trying to
when.
work out his age when he was at Celtic and what year he was at Celtic, which was about 98.
So
I'm going 94.
You're going to go 94?
Aye.
It is wrong, unfortunately, mate.
Oh, no way.
It was 2002.
No way. He was about 75 then.
But listen, I feel bad because I kind of fucked that, but either way. So we've got 10, Willie, Ross on 9.
You tell me I was on 10.
Aye, so you're. Listen, my head's up, man. 10, you're drawing me, Willie, so there might be a tiebreak at the end of it. Depending on how.
I never got a multiple choice. This is bullshit. But it would have been 2002 and 94 would have been in it anyway, so it doesn't matter.
So, a few people got it right in the chat. Ryan Kelly, Patrick McLaughlin. Willie actually agreed with you. 94.
I thought he was quite old when he came to Celtic, which would have been about 97, 98. No, it would have been a wee bit later than that, actually.
No, it was much later than that.
It was about 99, 2000. So I thought he was quite old then. Because he came just before John Barnes taking over, I think.
No,
No?
later than
When did
that.
he? Who was the man? Oh, it was Martin O'Neill, wasn't it?
I
It
would
was
need to
Martin
double
O'Neill.
check it, but I thought it
It was Martin O'Neill.
sort of.
Got my dates mixed up. That's how I went to 94. It was
A few
bad
people
call.
got it right here. Alistair
Aye.
Jack. But anyway, listen, you're currently tied with William, 10 apiece. So bring the
that.
boys back. By the way, can I just say that
Well done, Roscoe.
They were hard,
no,
eh?
listen, they were really hard questions, and the fact that you still got the 10,
I'll be honest, I was raging when that last question came up. I was like, I need bother, eh? Already asked that one. He's getting that
you
one.
already asked that one.
As soon as
like
it came
you
up, I was like, no, that's somebody's been asked that.
I had to collate 75 separate questions and then try and.
You've said, John.
Well, you know
Oh,
how
you
hard
kid.
this is.
Nobody's slagging you.
We've
Just
got a
calling you a
doubler.
dick.
By the way, there might be another one.
That's nothing new.
Ryan got 9 out of 15 there.
But it was Martin O'Neill.
I
that
thought-
said
that's-
Neil Ross.
Aye, but I thought Daniel would have came round about then 2003, 2004 or something like that. So I was like,
He joined us the
Was it
summer
before
after
108?
Henrik left, so it was the August of 2004.
aye.
He came.
So I thought, aye, but he came to us when he was fucking on a Zimmer frame. So
I got
thought-
my I got my thingies all mixed up. I was like trying to think back because I knew he was there when Berkovic and that was there. And
No,
Ian Wright,
wasn't
and I went,
No, wasn't he?
No,
was
it
he
wasn't.
no?
Berkovic and
Martin
Ian
O'Neill
Wright
signed-
were on
Martin O'Neill signed
1999. They were the John
Aye, I
Barnes.
know that. Well, that's how I've got it wrong because I thought he was there at the same time as they guys.
Right.
Don't know
Aye, he
why.
came in.
I'm picturing
was
him in
the
that
ruled
that
out-
tap
ruled
as
out
well with the
2022.
round neck collar. I'm picturing the top and everything. I'm like, that. Aye, that's what it is. So it has
Because
to
he
be
came,
94.
aye, because he
I've
came
got
as
one.
he came as
Nah.
a World Cup winner. So that's obviously because he was a World Cup winner before he came.
Well, that shows you what
That's
I know,
what
'cause
it
I
is,
knew
eh?
he came in at that time and still fucking said 94.
As I
I
say,
thought
he was
well,
about
easy if you know the
104.
answers. They were really tough questions, Roscoe.
I thought they were because a lot of them were like bloody numbers.
Aye, they weren't easy, but
There's letters as well, Ross. Like
you done well, by the way. to be fair.
Aye, but you know what I mean, Francis.
So what have I got to
Nah,
get? A
listen.
minimum of, is it minimum of
You've
12?
got to get
Okay.
11.
Still
10
11.
to draw with me and Wally or
You still
11
got
to
the
win
10, Roscoe. Neil Lennon couldn't do it.
it. Right?
If you end up
There,
10,
I got
then we're doing a similar to that question. I'm just going to
I'm
fire
consistent.
questions at you.
I'm
And it's-
Tony
we
will
do
get
a
the easiest
lightning round
questions of them
after
all
that?
and get 15 out of 15.
We can
If
still
there's
do
a draw,
another
we all
round
just
for a
get
laugh.
topless and punch fuck at each other and see who wins.
I'm keeping my
Ah,
top
I'm
on.
not feeling well. I'm not feeling well. That's not fair.
I'll hold the jumpers then.
Aye,
Aye,
you
we
just
I
take
got
it.
it.
You
I got
want
8.
to cover up what you're wearing.
Is that in relation to
yeah.
Janino, Red?
So there you go,
Listen,
Roscoe.
Janino,
What was
Janino
that?
was world class, man.
I know where he came to Celtic, but one game.
He was
He's world
past
class
That-
for
well,
one game
the
and
bait-
scored
that-
Although
that-
we're saying he's past it, he then went and won a World Cup.
I think that
No,
maybe that's
no,
been
he
in
won the World
the
Cup when
back
he-
of my
No, that's
mind.
what, aye, but I mean, you're saying he's past it. Was his second stint at Middlesbrough in 2002? So he'd won a World Cup, then came.
7 times, man.
Then
Look at
came to
Tony,
us.
eh? Raring to go. He's like a coiled spring.
Looks like he's
Just
ready to
matched.
bounce.
I've just fished.
Is
I
that
thought you
your
were
lot,
going to
mate?
the
Oh,
in-laws
wow.
or something tomorrow.
Ah,
What?
we're matched there or not?
His fucking dog's
You're
run a
some
bit.
cricket.
Well, his dogs are running a bit mental now after that answer.
So
They're just joking to see the
That's
Got
good.
Avengers.
that
Yeah,
right.
man.
Sorry, I just got that.
They're just joking to see the Avengers house in Lego form.
Oh my god.
All in good time, mon ami. All in good time.
So how's everybody getting on in the chat then? I mean, if you're playing along, what's so far? Ryan Kelly's the only one actually getting us up to say how well he's doing.
I
What's
got
up, mate?
Everybody's fucked off,
I
eh?
got,
He
I
gets
got,
involved, that boy.
I got 9 there with Roscoe's, and that was with a couple of lucky guesses as well.
I got 8,
I
and it was a
struggled
couple
there.
of guesses like.
That's an
By the
easy
way,
one.
I'm happy with 10 after going out £100. see when I got that right. I heard. I heard the laughs at all yous, and in my brain, I was like, They are having a ball in the background.
As much, I was having a ball, Ross, but I wrote 1888 as well. That was my guess. I even went as much.
Even went as far as I
ticked my answer.
Minnie's got the Phil O'Donnell one.
Aye, but it was a bit of a guess, I'll be honest, mate.
The only reason I got it because I was I loved.
Because you loved Phil O'Donnell.
I loved Phil O'Donnell, and I was at school camp at the time, and it came up in the telly that he'd scored when I was standing outside the window at Dixon's. It was on teletext at Dixon's.
We were just coming to the Hart Hill Road after.
You can you're of a certain age, eh?
Passed away.
It was in the teletext at Dixon's. Neither exists anymore.
What did you say, Franny?
I'm sure we were like coming on the Hart Hill Road. Well, we're on the Hart Hill Road the game that he passed away, or like the day he passed away, coming back to football. Me, you, and Nick.
Aye, we won, aye.
No, it was
like 15 years ago, wasn't it?
No, I think it's 15 years ago, just another couple of days ago there.
Aye, it was, aye. It was Christmas time.
God bless him.
Aye, God rest his soul.
Yep, definitely.
Absolutely.
He was a brilliant player. I loved him.
Aye. I can remember you really liked him. Like, I can remember.
Final set of questions.
I'd never any doubt when you said perfect whistle. I guessed it. As soon as you said
Let's
it, I
go
was
for
like,
it, John.
I'm right there.
No, you were. It was a good guess though to get. I mean, no guess, but for you to remember that and to remember where you were and where you seen it.
It was just. I think it was. I don't know. Okay, I was delighted we signed him, and then I could just mind where I was. It was quite because I was at school camp. It was quite like a landmark time in my life, you know.
The vivid.
Like, I'm away to
one day at Dixon's.
I'm away to Bet365 to stick a fiver on Tony to get 13 right, but it's only even money shot, so.
By the way, see when you're talking about Ken, while we were standing outside Dixon's, because Kev Lynch had one of the watches you could change the channel on the telly, and you were doing it outside Dixon's. Thought it was hilarious.
Oh, brilliant.
There's a few people in the chat maybe don't even know what Dixon's is.
Probably no.
Or teletext for that matter.
Packed it, booked it, fucked off, kid.
Booked my first holiday in first boys holiday in teletext, man.
I booked my first teletext.
What?
Ronaldo's went to that Saudi team, by the way.
I did go, aye.
3.8 million a week. Unreal. I read that on Twitter. Is that what he's
that's
getting?
That's not a £100 question.
Imagine being on like Ronaldo's absolutely minted for cash, but imagine being on 3.8 million a week. That's even life change. That's mental money for him, sir.
Right, I want to see Tony trip up.
I
want to see Tony, you know.
Look at the mirror, kid.
Right, so
that was poor.
Last but certainly not least, and
I thought John was doing another poll to see who was gone.
I would probably still lose that, and all to be fair.
With the one option, 0 votes.
Tony, just get 10 and make it a penalty shoot, kid.
I'll try.
Sorry, I'm not.
Listen, I don't know how hard these questions are going to be.
I've stuck a 5 on 13.
Tony, make it interesting and wait to 10 and get the last one right. Just go on.
But make sure.
Phone your dad and just tell him you don't need his help.
Listen, Kaiser's way too cool for this nonsense.
Make sure you didn't get a multiple choice in the last question.
If there's a doubler, he's going to get the same as you. That's just how it's going to work. Anyway, guys, pause it. Anthony,
let's do this, John.
Outstanding. Let's play.
I'm a wee bit nervous now. Just when you hear the music.
So, question number 1: Celtic play at Celtic Park, but what is it affectionately known as? Is it A, Paradise, B, Oasis, C, Heaven, or D, Nirvana?
I'm not sure how random these questions are, John. The fact that I've got Oasis as a possible answer, but of course it's A, Paradise.
Well, it was going to be either the fucking you or Ross. Certainly. But you're spot on, mate. Answer. Question number 2. Which Celtic manager signed Henrik Larsson? Was it A, Tommy Burns, B, Joe Venglos, C, Wim Jansen, or D, Martin O'Neill?
Entered the building, signed the king, stopped the tent, and fucked off. God bless him. Wim Jansen. C.
Spot on, mate. Mind you've got lifelines. Question number 3, Anthony. Who was the manager of Celtic when they reached the UEFA Cup final in 2003? Wim Jansen, Kenny Dalglish, Martin O'Neill, or Neil Lennon?
The blessed Martin O'Neill. C.
Correct. Yeah, I'm not liking how easy these are.
I can almost hear Ross screaming for Jesus as we speak.
Yeah, as he's texting me.
Listen, you know it's going to randomise. It's going to get a lot tougher soon. So I'm trying to get these in the bank.
Who was Brendan Rodgers' first Celtic signing? Was it Scott Sinclair, Doris de Vries, Moussa Dembele, or Christian Gamboa?
Now I'm pretty sure. Now Sinclair signed the night before the start of the season. Hence, remember that he scored the goal at Tynecastle. so it can't have been him because we'd had some boys in the building before that. And I think Doris de Vries and Gamboa were both deadline day signings. So by mark of elimination, I'm going to have to go with the big man. I'm going to say C, Moussa Dembele, John.
C, Moussa Dembele. And you're correct. Well done. And question number 5. In addition to Celtic, Jockstein also managed Hibernian and one other Scottish club. Which club was it? Was it A, Dunfermline, B, Alloa, C, Queen's Park, or D, Albion Rovers?
It was A, Dunfermline.
Excellent. Everybody in the chat has got everything right, funnily enough. Anthony's paid for these questions with a brown envelope.
Can barely see the fucking screen, Stubbsy.
I mean, they were really easy. Maybe even the easiest. Like, William was the only one to get the other first 5 right.
Oh, there you go then.
Ross did kind of get bumped. I feel bad for that.
Listen, I'm sure he'll. Okay. But listen, he did get. It was a tough round. It very much was.
Celtic still hold the British record scoreline for a domestic cup final, but who was the opponents? Was it A, Dunfermline, B, Rangers, C, Hibernian, or D, Motherwell?
Well, we're talking earlier, John, about Dixons and teletext and other things for the past, and there's another blast from days gone by. The original Glasgow Rangers. Is
that your final answer?
In fact, hang on a minute. Let me read this question again. British scoreline for a domestic. Have we maybe beat Hibs 6-3 in a final before? So that would be 9 goals. So is that more goals than 7-1? I'll say Rangers, but it's, as Ross says, when you're up here, it's not as easy as it looks. I think beating Rangers is the biggest victory, but I think there might have been more goals in a Celtic Hibs final before, but I'll say Rangers. Final answer.
2 seconds. I'm doubting the answer to this now.
7-1 is definitely the biggest margin of victory, but I don't know if we maybe beat Hibs like it was maybe 6-2 or so much. So in terms of there's 8 goals in the actual match. So it depends what the actual. I think
it would take into consideration margin of victory, because I think when you're taking into consideration goals cancel one another out, don't they? Mm-hmm. So anyway, what's your answer?
I'll go for the original Rangers.
B, Rangers. And you were right, and for the exact same reason. I thought that's why when you started saying about the Hibs, because there was more goals scored, I was like, I need to
listen, after that question that poor Ross got hanged on there, I'm looking at that. I'm having to double read it before I'm giving an answer.
So it includes margin of victory. So if you consider that like goals for against it would be the Rangers game, and it's still I still believe to this day it's a British record. Next question. how many league titles did Neil Lennon win with Celtic? Was it 3, 5, 7, or 8?
Is that as a player or a manager?
It could be either or. It could be both.
Right, well, let's look. As a player, 2000, 2001, 2001, 2002, 2003, 2004, 2004, 2005 was Rangers. 2005-06 was Celtic. 2006-07 was his final season as a player and he won the league strike. So he won 5 as a player. And then as a manager, 2010-11 was Rangers. 2011-12 was Celtic. 2012-13 was Celtic. 2013-14 was Celtic. And that was...
I'm going to have to ask you for an answer, Anthony. None of this.
I'm going to say 8 because I've got 5 and 3 so far, and that's 8, and you've called me on it, so there's no a higher answer. He's definitely won at least 8, both as a player and a manager.
So his final answer?
Yeah.
Spot. It was specified in the question as a player or manager, but it was how many league titles did they win with Celtic? So take into consideration the total. A few people in the chat will not be happy with that, but there we go.
Oh, good question.
It's how you interpret the question. From which Italian club did Celtic sign Paul Elliott? Was it A, Brescia, B, Modena, C, Perugia, or D, Pisa?
Can I ask the audience, please, John?
Yes, absolutely, mate. Give me a second to bring it up. So it's A, B, C, or D. So, audience, as you can see, question: which Italian club did Celtic sign Paul Elliott from? Was it A, Brescia, B, Modena, C, Perugia, or D, Pisa? You know, it's interesting. I didn't actually know we signed him for an Italian team originally. See, when I put the question up, I thought we got him for an English club.
I think,
I know he went to an English club after us, but I thought we signed him for an English club as well.
I was the same, mate. I didn't realise he was from an Italian club myself. There's one that's calling out to me, but I don't know if that's maybe, an answer to another question, and it's maybe just. But
before I give you the answers or what the audience is sort of siding me, what initially jumped out at you?
The one that jumped out at me first was Perugia.
Perugia.
I can't remember reading anything or watching anything specifically that says signed from Modena or Pisa. Brescia, or they're one of the clubs that can always. But Perugia definitely has some connection with Celtic, but that could be anyone that we've signed in recent times. But that was my first. That was my first thought.
Yeah. So the results of the poll are in, Anthony. Mm-hmm. Answer A, 11%.
Mm-hmm.
Answer B, 11%. Answer C, 11%. Answer D, 64%. So you going with your gut or you going with the audience?
Well, John, as we know, with Brexit, Trump, the majority are often wrong. So I don't know. Someone's telling me Perugia. 64% is a lot, though, isn't it?
It's a small.
Or is it maybe just because it's like, or maybe people just reading that and say, "Oh, the leaning tower"? Do you know what I mean? I'll stick with my gut. I'll say Perugia, John. Final answer, but
Say Perugia. See
Uh,
Perugia. So
see, yeah.
everybody in the chat, get it up you. But they were spot on, mate. It
There
was
you go.
Perugia.
Sorry, audience.
Alistair Jack says here that he came. It was Aston Villa, then he went to Pisa, then Celtic, and then Chelsea.
Probably be
There was
single.
Again, that's what it threw me because I was like, I knew he played in England before he came to us, but I didn't get the fact he came from an Italian team threw me when I was guessing it. But there we go. That's your answer, Pisa. Next question. Against which club did Celtic defeat 1-0 in 1977 to win their 25th Scottish Cup honour? Was it A, Rangers, B, Airdrie, C, Dundee United, or D, Hibernian?
1977. 25th time. I'm going to say Rangers, John. I think that's the Andy Lynch final. He scores a penalty kick. It was one of the rare games where Celtic are actually awarded a penalty against Rangers, and Andy Lynch scored it. And I'm sure that was. And I think it might have been Kenny Dalglish's first as Celtic captain. So I'm going to say Rangers.
Rangers. That's A, final answer.
Yeah, final answer, Jeremy.
You are correct. Next question. Which club did Seri Janko join permanently from Celtic in 2017? Was it St Etienne,
Ooh.
Barnsley, Valladolid, or Nottingham Forest?
It's a tough one.
I'll just remind you, you have still got 2 lifelines. You've still got a 50-50 and phone a friend.
I think this might be a question that one of the boys would definitely know the answer to. And I hope they're Googling it as we speak. I might be wrong. I'll phone a friend, John. I think any of them could potentially know the answer to this.
Right, let's see who you get. Well, Francis, how
Oh, there he's there.
you doing, mate? Anthony, we've got Anthony in the hot seat.
Yes.
He wants to know which club did Seri Janko join permanently from Celtic in 2017? Was it St Etienne, Barnsley, Valladolid, or Nottingham Forest?
It's not the noise I wanted you to make, Franco.
Well, see, I'm pretty confident on Barnsley.
Right.
But
You're pretty confident.
I'm sure he played with St Etienne as well, mate.
Did you know? I'm sure he maybe left to go to St Etienne. I'm like you. I think he came from down south, but
I came from down south because he's not come from Man United or something. I'm sure he came from Man United.
Aye.
And I'm sure he went to
I'm
Barnsley.
sure he definitely had United in his back.
I'm sure he went to Barnsley.
I'm sure we can all argue that he was absolute dog shite. But you know, he was.
But did he go like
Another one of these young, promising prospects that came up and done hee-haw.
Aye. For the few of them.
I've wrote down Barnsley.
Right. Well, do you know what, Franco? That's good enough.
I played with St Etienne as well, but I've wrote down Barnsley.
Do you know? See, for the fact that it was Etienne who had a song called "He's on the Phone," and Franco answered with a phone a friend. That would just be too coincidental. No, I'll take your answer, Franco. I'm going to go.
How do you even know that?
No, I said Barnsley.
I mean, what you said about the song.
All right, or the song.
He's on the phone.
Right. Okay. So it was. Cheers for that, Francis. Thank you.
I'm going to go B, Barnsley, Jeremy.
B, Barnsley. So you agree with Francis here? B.
I might as well because I don't know the answer, so I'm as well going with somebody that. Oh, fuck's sake, man! Etienne.
Yep.
It shows you.
It just shows you. So actually doing 2 lifelines.
They're only easy when you know the answer, kid.
That's it. Next one. Which Celtic manager famously said, "We don't want to be compared to legends of the past, We want to create our own legends. Was it Jock Stein,
Oh,
Martin O'Neill, Tommy Burns, or Neil Lennon?
it's one of the two.
It's one of the
Jock
four.
Stein. One of Martin O'Neill's famous quotes was before Sir Billy says, "You embrace history, you don't be frightened by it." Plus, we want to create our own legends. But then was Jock saying it about, the 6 in a row team and, players like that? We want to create our own legends. It's up to us to create our own legends. I'm going to say B, the Blessed Martin, John, but it's an educated guess.
So you're going B, Martin O'Neill.
Yeah.
It was Jock. The man of many quotes.
Mm-hmm.
I think Ange is probably the only one who can rival him in quotes at this stage. But it was Jock Stein. Emphasis.
I'm losing a few here.
No, listen, you're still on track. I mean, you're a good bit into the so far. We're moving into the latter stages. This is for Stephen. Ex-Celt Efrain Juarez signed from which club in 2010? Was it A, America, B, Valerenga, C, Monterrey, or D, UNAM?
Not a Scooby. I'll take a 50-50, mate. I'm not a Scooby.
50-50. Okay, so removing 2 wrong answers and leaving 1 correct answer and 1 remaining wrong answer, you're left with C and D.
D. No idea. I know he was shite, but I've no idea where we got him from.
Worst right back in Celtic's history, apparently.
He wasn't. I just didn't contest it. He's one of the worst midfielders we've ever had.
Contested it. No, so what did you say? So it's
I said D.
You're going.
I'll take that.
Next question. Johannes Shuggy Edvardsen played for Celtic and which other Scottish club? Was it A, Motherwell, B, Hibernian, C, Hearts, or D, Aberdeen?
Not a Scooby. Shuggy sounds like somebody that would play for Aberdeen. So I'll say them, mate. I've no lifelines left, but I've not a Scooby. Any player that leaves Celtic and plays for another Scottish club, I've got absolutely no interest in. So I've no idea where he went. I'll say Aberdeen though. I have no idea.
No problem. It was Motherwell. It's just one of the questions that, like many other Celtic players who left Celtic and then went to. But if it's not a subject that you're getting interested in, then I didn't know the answer. I'll be honest. So, as it stands, moving into the last 2 questions, Anthony, you are 1, 2, 3. You've got 4 wrong. So you can afford to get 1 more wrong to tie with both William and Ross.
Okay.
And if you get both right, you've won.
Okay.
So at this stage, you're either tying first with William and Ross, or you're coming second.
Okay. He's one and all.
He's one and all. Having wrapped up 177 appearances for Celtic, how many caps did goalkeeper Peter Latchford gain for England? Was it 3, 1, 0, or 2?
You try to think back then, England have always been blessed with great keepers. I don't ever recall my dad ever saying much about Peter Latchford's international career. It's a bit like the Chris Sutton one for earlier. It could be any of them, to be honest, John. I've no idea. I'm going to say 0 because one was an answer and another question, and I'm going to say 0, but I've no idea.
0. So you're going C.
I'll say C. Yep, final answer.
C.
Mm.
And you were wrong.
If you've got the likes of Gordon Banks, Peter Shilton, etc., you're not going to, he was great in the 1980 Cup final, but Peter Latchford's not going to be getting too many caps, is he?
But I don't know.
Total guesswork.
Anyway, this is to win it, Anthony. It's came to the last question to win the Endless Celts podcast. Who wants to be a Millionaire Celtic Edition Hogmanay Special? How many Celtic players started against England when Scotland won 3-2 at Wembley in 1967? Was it A, 4, B, 6, C, 3, or D, 5?
You would imagine it's a pretty low number, just with the fact that Celtic players had to be kept to a minimum playing for Scotland back then. Pretty sure Lennox started. I think Jimmy started. I might be wrong. Total guesswork again, John, but I can't imagine 6 Celtic players started for Scotland, because it was a total no-no back then. It was basically as keep them as low as possible. So
is that actually true though? When you think
about absolutely
it,
true. But you look at the Lisbon Lions, right? The amount of caps combined, it's very, very low, and it was of course it was political. You can't have, everyone talks about Rangers' signing policy or whatever. Scotland and Hampden adopted a very similar outlook.
That's mental.
It's still why to this day a lot of the older generations don't support the national side. It's absolutely the case.
You think what could have been then if they didn't have rules like that in place? Scotland could be World Cup winners.
Very much so. We could have, God knows how we could have got on in international tournaments, but such is life. I'm going to, for my train of thought, John, I'm going to go guesswork and say 3.
So you're going 3. So how many Celtic players started against England when Scotland won 3-2 at Wembley in 1967? You're sticking with C3.
Yeah.
And this is to win. Mm-hmm. Final answer.
Yeah, final answer, Chris.
Chris.
Oh.
The score, mate.
Tiebreaker. It's the lightning round.
So it's came down. There's 3 people tied for first place. I'm just going to bring everybody back for a second. I just want to see get a wee bit of mention for the chat.
Oh, hold on.
Kerry's coming in. That's very true. SFA wanted no Celtic players in the Scotland team back then. It's absolutely mental though when you think about it, because that Celtic team went and dominated everything they entered. Dominated Europe. Were the greatest team on the fucking planet in that year. And
scored 196 goals.
And you're only picking 4 players to mental, absolutely mental.
Top
They
man.
won 3-2, but if they boys played, would have won 7-2.
There's Alistair Simpson, Gemmell, Wallace, and Lennox.
There you go.
Alistair's got the old good.
Alistair, formerly known as Alexa.
There you go. Danielle's come in. Our grandpa doesn't support national team because of it, like you said.
That's why Tony doesn't support them either.
Jimmy Johnson again, joke number of caps for the national team.
How many
Absolutely
caps
crazy.
did Jimmy Johnson get?
Is it not about 12 or something?
It was something 18, I think, but it was something ridiculous.
Right, I'll guess 15 then.
There's Alistair's numbers for each.
What was the
12,
question?
13, 11,
Is this the
14.
tiebreak question?
That's a lot of caps. What's that? 1,213,114.
That's
Are we-
Alistair's. How many you got?
You
right
just
for each
asked the
round?
tiebreak question. I missed it.
You missed that.
What
No,
was it?
aye.
Oh, you're out, Ross. You're out.
How many caps did Jimmy Johnson
Jimmy
win?
Johnson get? 15.
For Scotland?
Aye.
Aye.
That's the tiebreak question.
That was the tiebreaker.
Oh my God. Yeah, no, it wasn't. Bastard, man. I was like,
What was it though?
And amongst all my jokes, I've missed the tie-break question.
If it was 15, I'll not be happy.
I said 12.
It's 17.
Alistair, how many is it?
Here, Tony, it turns out
Arthur's saying
Sadie
it's
Yanko went
23.
to Barnsley on loan.
Sorry, Franco, say that again.
Turns out Sadie Yanko went to Barnsley on loan.
Ah, well, there you go
After
then.
us.
I could
Just
go
like-
to see where he went to.
See if you'd got me, Tony, I wouldn't go to either.
I would have went with
What's this
Barnsley.
comment,
as
by the
well.
way? It says if you went to
That's
Hampden
it,
in those
I was
days,
going
Scotland
Barnsley.
fans used they all had their Sevco scarves at the games.
No, I quite believe it. Quite believe it.
They're saying 23 caps.
No, they all wear their Sevco scarves to the England games.
I know.
Aye, very true.
Strange days, eh?
It's like-
Long time ago for Dixon's, I'll tell you that.
So I didn't expect this. I was not expecting a three-way tie.
So in other words, John's has
First
not got a
place.
tie-break question.
Or-
There was that the night it happened, John.
But is it a quick fire or just closest to?
It depends on the question. Just need
Has to be
say.
closest to. Quick fire's nonsense with three folk. Am I right?
Yeah, closest to,
Aye,
because
aye.
we need to.
We'll just ask
Can't hear.
questions. If he's get it right,
I'll
we'll
just-
just keep
I'm
going
just
until
Oh, like
somebody
a penalty
gets it
shootout?
right.
Is it like a penalty
Aye.
shootout? Aye.
If you
Right,
miss,
okay.
you're done. Right?
Right,
Right,
okay.
okay.
Sudden death,
Alright,
can
so
you
it's
hang on?
single. So you can't. You're not asking us all the same question. It's me, then Ross, then Tony, then me, then Ross and Tony, and it's just sudden death.
Aye,
It's
we'll
just
just
when
go
it
in the
comes to
order that we were on, which is fair.
Which is fair, and it's also because I'm needing to. I'll be back
Go
on
for a
that.
pee.
So we get another gin.
With a flat lemonade in it.
Start that third bag. Wait to start that third bag.
So I'm getting ready to ask the first
Third
question.
bag.
Got it. I've got it. I've got it.
Oh, good for
Is it multiple choice or not?
It is not multiple choice, mate.
Aye, so just like the last one I got. Aye.
Well, this is sudden death. So say I get this wrong, Ross gets
I mean,
his
if-
wrong, and Tony gets his wrong. We're all still gone.
Still going.
I come back in.
Ah.
Incidentally, I only got 9 of Tony's questions, so I didn't win.
I mean, this is one of the things with these quizzes, Meryl. It's, you do learn stuff because there's stuff that I didn't know.
So my
I
Meryl.
forgot it already.
I'm getting a wealth of knowledge.
You got it
Didn't
already.
even ken who.
Ryan,
Thanks for saying for.
because
And
he
again, when
did go
Celtic
on
were
loan
founded.
to Barnsley, but his permanent move was to St. Etienne.
That's harsh. That's a
Tiebreak
hard
question. When was Celtic founded?
Jed's got
What's the
you.
answer?
The next time I see Jed in 18's green, I'm slide tackling him.
And he's
Referee, you promised there to be one.
Yeah, no, Jed's good for a
Good for a what?
12 Rangers played in
Right.
Scotland one time.
I don't know what you said.
I just
It's a
want
big
to come in
swimming
here
pool.
as
What was
well.
the depth?
Cheers to everybody who's obviously remained tuned in, who's taking part, who's playing along, and everything else. Like I said, it's just a bit of fun. Obviously, everybody's going to be busy tomorrow night for the new year. But as we normally do a podcast on a Friday, we thought we'd be as well just getting it done tonight.
Pished.
I don't know how long we've been on. 2 hours and 13 minutes. Current
That
run
sounded
time.
like a bit of domestic there. Did Lisa
So-
start a third bag without you?
It's just
Tony's
not.
not- Tony's
Don't
not hung
call
the
me a
washing
gin.
in the Clay's horse.
Stop
That's
calling
3
me a
days in a row.
Guys, just everybody, just wait a minute here.
Right, sorry,
Davey.
Don, sorry.
Just want to say, guys, I've had a hard year with Keem on that, but you guys have made it a lot
Ah,
easier.
Davey, mate.
Love your podcast. Davey, honestly,
Absolutely brilliant,
all the
man.
best. All the
Sorry.
best.
I
with
can't
your
do that.
recovery, mate.
Davey, here's
All the
to
best with
a
recovery.
happy and healthier new year, my man.
Aye.
God bless you. And hopefully our wee twice weekly bout of nonsense has helped you through it. And yeah, here's hoping you're on the mend in 2023, mate.
I say it twice weekly, but we've not
and
been
if you ever
on
need
since
them to chat to, just reach out to anyone else on Twitter or that.
then. Of course, aye.
If you want to just vent or anything
100%.
else, but that's the toughest fight you could possibly fucking go through. So
Aye. And by the way,
Well,
I would even answer my DMs on Twitter to that.
If you figure out how you open them.
I'm never on it, but I would.
I'd have to give Ross a 5-minute crash course.
Oh, what? I don't even know how the comments work. It's ridiculous. I got all mixed up. That guy just said that 10 minutes ago, but the comments down there and his up
Genuinely,
there.
man.
I'm not doing this.
See
No
stuff
read my
like that,
private
see-
messages on Twitter since April. That was somewhere.
See, when we started this podcast, though, in all seriousness, like I never ever expected to have any sort of impact on any people. Like, so when guys come in and they say stuff like this, and it's incredible, Davey. And honestly, mate, I genuinely wish you all the best and hope that you continue fighting it, and you're beating it, and that
You'll smash it,
next, you completely smash it out of the park. 2023 is the year, obviously, that you kick its arse, and like it says, all thoughts are with you, mate.
100%.
Patrick still needs this Aberdeen question clarified. Well, use Google. I can't.
What's the question, Aberdeen?
The one about the drop of Martin O'Neill's first points.
I wasn't going to bring it up, but Aberdeen's the correct answer.
When was Celtic founded? Aberdeen. Is that the answer?
First
1987.
First team we dropped points to under O'Neill was Aberdeen, 100%.
Right,
It was the game. Henry could shave his dreadlocks off.
Oh, here we go.
Dreadlocks off, and we drew 1-1.
Right. He had a rolling sausage for his breakfast. His mom made him it.
Few weeks
My
later,
dad told me.
A few weeks later, we drew 3 each at Fir Park. The first team we dropped points
Wasn't
against.
even
Celtic
HP
Park.
saucy had on it. It was Daddy's.
What the fuck?
Don't insult me, Daddies.
See, I had the House of Parliament stuff on. Tory bastard.
I get the wee sachets, man. Wee sachets.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Take about 50 of them at the Parkhead. But the first team, John, were Aberdeen, which means it could be a 4-way tie there if Franny had answered
No,
Aberdeen.
Gary, no, because I got 7
No, I would have got 9 for that.
No, because the wrong
Never
answer I
so
said
cute.
was right. I said Hibs, and that's what John said was the right answer. So
Aye, so you aye.
I'd have got
So
7.
you've actually dropped point. Oh, sorry, kid, I shouldn't have said that.
Well, he's not. It was Celtic at drop points.
Listen, if it was Aberdeen, I can only, as I said, I can only apologise.
John,
I was
Let's
blame the technology, kid.
One heck
Either
of
way,
a difference to the quiz, man.
Keep Patrick it because you get full marks if you got that one.
The most points they dropped to a team that season was Hibs. Tell you that.
Maybe that's where I'm getting confused. But again,
Maybe
that's where I've got
the
confused.
third game that they dropped points to him, Johan Mjällby had a rolling sausage. His mom made him.
And that was a link. That wasn't even a square. That was 2 links.
It was a port link, kid.
Right, anyway, are we ready for this tiebreaker?
Still doing that, aye.
Just call it a draw.
And these might be quite hard.
Like Aberdeen got.
You ready for question number 1, Francis?
This is for
you
Wally.
You need to be
The adjudicator.
You know, aye. Didn't blurt out an answer even if you know it.
Franny's not playing.
Okay.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Don't blurt out an answer.
All right.
So what is this
He's
to
not
me?
got Tourette's.
This is for all 3s, right?
Wait a minute. How are we doing this?
I'm going to ask the question. You're each going to give me an answer. If you get it wrong, you're
there's
out.
probably about 20
Aye,
answers.
but then
to the
I could
question.
give the right answer and then they didn't ken it and then they give the right answer after me because they go, all right, well, you got it right. That's true.
No, we
I'm
don't get
guessing
to
there's about 20
answer
answers.
Wally's question. We have to answer our own question, surely. If Wally gets it
I'm
wrong,
guessing he's got to
that's it.
say
No,
there was-
because
who scored that? Who was Celtic?
Your question could be
last
ultimately
season or
harder.
something?
Aye, I agree. I agree with what John's saying.
Aye, but
But-
if Tony, if you're last to answer and you think it's a certain answer and I answer it and then Ross answers it, and it changes your-
But what if you say an answer?
My
and-
bad, mate.
No,
Like I said, if I'm wrong,
what
I'm
if you
wrong,
say
I
an answer
apologise.
and me and Ross say a different answer, but that one's the correct one? Then you would go out and it would then be down to me and Ross in the tiebreaker.
Aye, but you could, if you don't know the answer and me and Ross say the right answer, then you could just agree with that
But I
answer
think
and
there's-
fucking get through.
I think
You
there's
could also be
multiple
wrong,
answers.
and
I
he
think
could
there's-
say,
Well,
Especially
that
in the
could also
way
be
we
wrong.
answer it with confidence.
I'm guessing.
I think it
I
should
could
be
ask you- right, William. Let's say, for
I
example,
think it
ask
should
you
be
the
a
question.
question to one
And you
person,
would-
question
you
to
would
another
I
outright-
person.
really feel we should have ironed this out before we done the tiebreaker.
I wasn't expecting a 3-way tie, to be honest. But
You
listen,
expect the unexpected, kid.
the thinking was, I ask a question. William gives me an answer, right?
Prefer to fail or fail to prepare? Not
You-
fail to prepare or prepare
If
to
you
fail
don't
to.
know the answer and you believe that William's right, you take a chance on agreeing with him.
That's not fair, though. That's not fair.
And I feel
I
the
think
fact
that's
that
fair.
the fact that we
It's
don't
on
have
you.
another plan at this point, let's just do that.
You should be writing. We should all be writing the answer down and then showing it if that's the
do
case.
that then, aye.
Right,
Right,
well,
okay.
that's
He's
fair.
all got paper.
I'll agree with you on that.
No, but I've got notes on my phone that I can write down.
Fuck's sake, man. So
I mean,
not-
can't it just?
Oh,
aye.
no, no, that's
John,
not right. You can't just do that.
I thought you. I thought you had multiple.
I'll tell you what,
answers
I'll
to
go
one
last then.
question or something.
I'll go last and just agree with what they do say.
No, I'm doing
taking-
that.
I'm taking another 6 months.
But you could turn that the other way. The two of the
you
three
can't do
people
it right,
could
John, we'll do
confidently answer, but be confidently wrong, and the other person could know it.
Aye, no.
It's
That's
six.
cool.
That goes both ways.
Nah.
I'm not
Aye,
doing
for
that.
example, you could say an answer, and then Anthony could say an answer, and then you'd be like, "Oh fuck."
But this
Right,
is
well,
right,
let's
already said his
let,
answer.
let's ask the question, right?
Has
And then
everybody
give
got
a
pen and paper?
listen. Aye, give an initial
Notes on my
maybe
phone.
couple of settings for you to write it down, and then you have to take what you've wrote down.
Aye.
Right.
You don't get to
that's what I
deliberate,
said,
and you
that's
don't hear what anybody else is saying. Willie's nailed it. Works for Aldi,
Aye.
man.
That's fair.
Superb.
Aye.
Aye, you can't go.
That would be amazing.
I thought what you were going to ask on is, for argument's sake, who was all Celtic's goal scorers last season?
You're not even in it,
and that
Fran.
way.
Just leave it.
No, but I thought that's what it's meaning. How he was going to ask.
Get him off.
It's fine.
I thought,
Oh,
he
I
was
can't
got-
get it.
I
Oh, I
thought the
can't.
question was going to ask was going to like
Right.
multiple different
Question.
answers.
Question number 1.
Question number 1.
Who was the captain
Question
when
number 1.
Celtic first introduced the huddle in 1995?
Oh, the captain. That's a beauty of a question.
Oh, the captain.
Mhm.
Who was the Capitan?
I'll write the wrong then.
1995 when they first done the huddle.
Are we showing?
Not right now. Let's give Ross a second to Google it.
Right. Okay.
I think
Right.
this is wrong, but
Let's see your answers, boys.
Paul McStay.
Anthony?
I think Ross has won it. Tony introduced it, but I think Paul might have been the captain.
I went
No,
Tony
it
Mowbray
was
as well.
Tony Mowbray.
Oh, there you go.
The captain that day, too.
Wow. I knew it was
Right.
Tony Mowbray that introduced it.
I didn't think
But-
he was a captain. Like,
Aye,
Ross,
I didn't-
see until you said Paul McStay, I was like, oh, Roscoe's won this.
I,
Right,
But
obviously-
John's done me again. That's 2 questions. He's done me.
I went Tony Mowbray just
The
because I
tracks.
never
Here's Ross
actually
taking
heard.
it well.
I never listened captain. I just heard huddle when it first introduced and just automatically went Mowbray.
Good luck, boy.
Unbelievable.
there's Ross
You
taking
too,
it well
mate.
again.
No, I'm all right. I just can't believe that I've
cheating
been done
bastard.
twice. Done twice.
As of 2016 and 17, which Celtic player held the record for the biggest transfer out?
I'm back in.
Wait, sorry, say that again, Jonathan.
Well, from
So as of season 16-17, 2016-2017,
Onwards.
I've got
which
it.
Celtic player holds the record
Right.
for the biggest transfer out of Celtic?
Right,
So from-
right. So
from-
you say,
from-
you saying up until 2017, or are you
Aye.
saying from then onwards?
Aye. Up
Up
until that
until-
point.
Up until that point.
so before 2015, 2016, 2017, who was the biggest?
Up until the end of 16-17, who
Who was
Aye,
our biggest
biggest-
ever sale?
Aye.
biggest ever sale?
Okay.
As soon as Ross is playing, so am I.
It's between
I
two.
thought you were.
It's between two, but I'm going to go with this one. I think I might be wrong though.
I mean, what's
I
the
don't really know, but
It's between two, but I
answers, please?
it was between two. I went with Big Virgil.
good shout. I went with Gary Hooper.
I went with Virgil as well.
It was
I
Virgil
don't know if
van
you
Dijk.
can see that.
Ah, well done.
About 12
So,
and a half
Anthony-
million or something.
You won the penalty shootout, mate. Well done.
Anthony won it. Bloody,
Endless
look at that. I had Tony
Drunkest
Mowbray
man on
written
the
down.
planet.
Tony Mowbray written down.
And then your third captain.
Aye.
Well
Done
done,
again.
it was-
Then he thought Juninho won the World Cup in '94.
But that wasn't multiple choice.
Guys, again, thanks to everybody. Let's just talk Celtic for a minute, because there's quite a bit to talk about. Obviously, I know you guys are back on Tuesday, and
No,
it'll
we're
be,
back on Sunday.
Sunday.
is it, oh yeah, Sunday to do the preview
Yes.
of the
Derby
Derby game, and then I'm assuming on Sunday you'll be sort of recapping the Hibs outfit, or we can just fucking
think so.
fire into that right now, get it out and done with.
Whatever you want, you're the host, kid.
John making up for lost time, man. It's going for 10
I'm going to pee in a minute.
Let's
Aye,
talk about
me too.
VAR.
Me too.
Let's talk about VAR. Let's actually talk about VAR.
Nah.
Let's.
I
Why
don't
not?
know much. Fairly thinking.
I mean,
No,
we're-
brilliant
11
quiz
o'clock.
tonight, John. Absolutely brilliant quiz tonight, and I think you've got to take a lot of credit for all the graphics and all that as well. That was absolutely
Listen,
brilliant.
I wanted to try and make it look a wee bit good. Do something a wee bit different. There's absolutely no other Celtic podcast on the fucking internet doing what we do. Plain and simple.
Oh, well,
and I stand by
listen,
it.
there's a lot of good Celtic podcasts out there.
There is.
Full of
There
good
is, and
guys.
we watch a lot
There's
of
some
them. and they're good
absolutely
guys.
horrific Celtic podcasts out there, and there's
But
some
no-
Celtic podcasts out there with ideas too
No.
big for their bits. But you know,
They're
say
not
no
doing
more.
it quite like us. Who's pulling up Who Wants to Be a Millionaire versions of quizzes with full graphics and audio? Nobody. Absolutely nobody.
Wicked.
Who's doing versions of the chase?
Obviously, now, to be fair.
Nobody. Absolutely nobody.
Ah,
Listen, guys.
Anyway,
everybody that sticks with us and watches us week in, week out, day on, day out.
listen,
What a
it's
year this has been for us.
these guys in the comments, John. These are the guys that make it, and obviously you see the amazing comments. But you know, people that have, we've helped through a difficult period in their life. You know, that's way over and above what we ever. If we are doing that, then that's incredible, and we'll obviously continue to do it. But we're just there for guys. But we've always said that it's that kind of down the pub banter, talking about Celtic, talking about football, and certain wider issues, and just having a laugh about it, because there's
Exactly.
no, there's far too many channels out there that take themselves too seriously, and don't realise what we are. We're not in that extent. We're just a bunch of guys talking about football, and that's it. Do you know what I mean?
Johnny, absolutely. Ladies included as well. I think
By the way-
guys were just generalising. It's no.
Tony
Absolutely.
Mowbray wasn't a captain. He wasn't a captain. He was injured a lot, and he was acting captain. But Paul McStay was captain.
I hope he's on the telling everybody that we're the best podcast on the internet, because that's Roastman Pat.
Third best.
No,
Third best.
I'm absolutely 100% saying we absolutely are, because fuck the rest of that.
You can't be. You can't
Nah,
say
nah,
that's
listen.
violent. That's Melton John.
We're just saying.
Roasting Pat and Melton John.
We weren't saying that. We were just saying that we're a good show.
No, but listen. I what I was saying was, I says that the quizzes and that we do, I don't think any other Celtic podcast out there does it quite like us. I think
Phil McGinley with big Phil.
Especially when you say Tony Mowbray was the captain.
But
Mr. Nostalgia, some man, lump me back.
Listen,
Quizmaster.
Phil is a quizmaster, but who's
I want
doing
it.
version? Who's doing what we're doing? Nobody.
I won it.
Anyway,
Oh,
that aside.
Didn't you want it in '94?
We, as I
Yeah,
said,
kid,
and
Paul
Anthony,
McStay
you
was a
touched
kid.
on it. When we started this, it was never
Pushed it.
it was never us
Right,
setting out
kids.
to be. Ross, calm down.
Hi, John.
I just want to thank everybody for keeping tuning in every week, because this year has been incredible for us in terms of growth. And like Anthony said, when everybody was away taking a piss, when you read comments
doing it.
about like you're actually your people are watching you and you're making a difference to their life and making them feel better when they're going through some stuff. And I've been through it myself, and this is I've not been on here for a while for the same reasons. Like I've been going through my own issues, and even people watching this that reach out to me on Twitter and everything else, and I've been making sure I'm all right and talking to me. It's really overwhelming, and we can't thank you enough for continuing to stick with us week in, week out, and watching us. We hope that we are putting out stuff that people are enjoying. I mean, clearly some folk are enjoying it anyway, but it's like we don't take ourselves too seriously. We're not trying to be something we're not. We're just 6 regular guys talking about this Celtic, the club we love, and we've all got our own opinions. We argue, we agree, is what it is, but it's never going to change, and either like it or we don't. Simple as that. So,
Hail. Do that.
Daniel, good night. Good bless all the chat boys. You can care pod. That's the Celtic family for you.
Cheers,
Daniel,
man.
thank you very much.
Daniel.
And
Cheers.
somebody mentioned earlier, Daniel, when you're welcome to come on this fan takeover What's the script? Who's next on that, by the way?
I think it's Alistair, is it not? Alistair's on next.
Alistair is next. Alistair, I hope you're ready, mate. Anyway, but I think after the Alistair, we don't have anybody else scheduled.
Judy's coming forward, no.
Right, well, guys, listen. Floor is open. If you want to come on the podcast, chat with us about whatever's going on about Celtic at that moment in time. Just have your say.
If we get another two come forward, Franny said he would host.
I'm saved then. I'm saved for hosting.
Monty, fuck, surely will come on.
Donny boy, top 5 pods, lads. Endless Celts, Jungle Gyms. The podcast like someone who said it. Listen, Donny.
Cheers, Donny boy.
Mate. Honestly, love that. Thank you.
Appreciate that, mate.
Ryan, love the vibe and humour on here. Never fails to impress. Ryan, again, appreciate it, mate. You're always in the comments. You're always taking part in everything. We love that. We appreciate that. Stubbsy's or the best thing, you actually smile. There is a few podcasts out there that take themselves too seriously. I'm not going to mention any names, but they do take themselves far too seriously.
Right, come on. This sounds like it's starting to be a bit fucking digging.
I've had a few drinks. Let's go.
I'm waiting to meet up a back alley with the big swords and that.
I know.
Podcast wars. Yeah, bye.
Phil says, hail lads, cracking podcast. Cheers, brother. Phil.
And on that note, if Franny hosts, I'll come on. Make it happen. Make it happen. Come on, Franco.
I'm lucky, Fiddy. I'm lucky.
But before we go, guys, before we go, I just want to wish all the viewers.
I thought we were talking about. We not talking about any other shit, no?
No, we're just slagging every other fucking podcast out there.
Right. I thought we were going to do a wee bit.
There's a difference between slagging podcasts and then just.
But the new signing in that.
Aye, what's his name? Tamagotchi.
Iwataka. Iwata.
No, I can't. I genuinely don't know his name. We've been linked with that many people. Like, I don't know.
Love Iwata.
It's definitely.
It's Iwata. It's Iwata.
Is
that not the one that's signing for Rangers?
Aye. It's a defensive midfielder. He can play across the midfield. What Ange likes.
A utility player. A utility player. He's a versatile player.
I tell you like that. I said that.
That's definitely what you want. And listen, what do you make of this, right? Let's just go on it. There was the whole. I don't want to get too much into it. I'll end up going on a rant, but the whole Peter Law will carry on, right? He's no in that position anymore. But Celtic have now brought in 3 signings before the January windows even opened. So, what do you think's different? Is it Maria? Is it respecting the manager and giving him what he wants, or is it just that there is a change in the backroom staff and the club's willing to move forward and do things the way it should be done? Like,
it's a bit of everything for me. Like well, I mean, Tony shared the thing on the group today, and I read it myself on Facebook. But your man Kenny, James P was talking about it.
Sorry, Ross. Kenny, you're Kenny, exactly the type. Absolutely. And you know what? You can come on here and just be yourself. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't. Just come on, talk Celtic. That's what this is about. As long as you're confident 100%. Coming on and having a chat about it, that's it. You're more than welcome. Doesn't matter.
Kenny, I thought we could do
it. Absolutely love to have you on.
Nenny, I thought we could do it when we first done it once, and it's like, that was actually right.
Donny's well up for it, Kenny. Let's go.
And Donny, same goes for yourself, mate. We want you on as well.
But going back to your sort of question there, John. James P had shared a article today, and he was going on about what the fuck was it again? You've totally lost my train of thought. Once again. What was the question again? So the guys that are in now, right? So you've got Nicholson and that, right? I think they bring a bit to it, but Postecoglou's came in, and James P had said himself along the lines of, I'm blanking here, man. This is shit. Tony, you know what I'm saying about that article today?
I think I'll maybe pick up on it. I think what James P, our good friend of the show, was saying was that the way that things are now is Ange is the king of all his surveys in terms of football matters. He makes his realistic demands to the board, and the board don't mess about. They don't ask too many questions because they've already seen the evidence of what Ange has produced, and they just go and do it. Minimum fuss, no ego. Deals are done, dusted. And what one would hope is that will continue because people say, "Oh, the best board members are the ones that you never hear from." Well, everyone knows I've got affection for Man United as well, so I don't necessarily agree with that train of thought, because if you follow that train of thought, then the Glazers are the best owners on the planet. But so it does. I don't quite fully agree with it. But what I'll agree with in terms of Michael Nicholson is, and anybody that's watched that got a copy of We Never Stop for their Christmas, I'll tell you the same thing. He's quietly impressive. I know he's been in he's been part of the board for a long time, but he just seems to have taken over the position that Peter Lawwell was actually paid to do, not the 7 others that his ego couldn't help himself for getting involved with. He's the chief executive of Celtic, and he leaves football matters up to the guy who has got a winning record no matter where he's managed, leaving the football affairs to him. He doesn't come to Michael Nicholson and asks to bid for Ronaldo or Messi. He comes in with realistic demands, and Nicholson's went out and got the deals done. And that's why I would say at the moment, you have to, as much, me and John are the biggest board critiques on this panel. I think in the last 18 months, you've got to give them a lot of credit because they've backed this guy and they've backed him with a lot of money. And he's backed that up with a winning team on the park. And I hope that is what continues going forward. But my worry is that it will be too much, that all this success, all this gravity, all headlines will be too much for a certain individual to not start to stick his oar in. Well, I hope not. I hope I'm Ross. Nobody more than me hopes I'm wrong.
I don't think Angela will allow it. Just touching on what you're saying.
But we didn't think a guy with as much gravitas and ego as Brendan Rodgers would allow it.
I know, but
I don't think. Have we spent as much under Ange as we did in Lennon's last season?
In terms of outlay, Ange has spent the most money. And of course, we've recouped a lot of that with Edward, Ayer,
I'd be surprised if he's
Christie, etc. But in terms of absolute outlay, in the first 18 months, we have spent the most. No Celtic manager has spent more in 18 months than what Ange Postecoglou has. So he's been back.
He's spent more in the season that Lennon got.
Yes.
Yeti and Barkas and all the rest of it.
Aye, over the piece.
But
in one window. He's not spent
not one window, but I'm saying
much
over
in
18 months. So 18 months is what, 3 windows?
Aye.
Ange Postecoglou has spent more than what Neil Lennon did. Yes.
Aye, but it's more windows.
He's spent it better. More windows, but he's been backed. And what I'm saying is, when was the last time you've seen throughout the reign of Ange a Celtic being involved in bidding wars or holding back on bids or anything like that? Celtic in the last 18 months have just went out and got their business done.
Right, that's because.
But I think that's
other teams have got a knowledge. Other teams have got knowledge of these players that he's bringing in.
I would agree with that.
But I think him and Nicholson are working better in tandem than, say, a Law and a Rodgers did, because Law's got a massive ego, Rodgers got a massive ego. Ange's not got a massive ego, and neither.
Or Lawwell and Strachan, or Lawwell and Mowbray. You can see one common denominator here.
Aye, but Law's got but I get what you're saying, but I think Nicholson and Postecoglou have got a really good working relationship, which is evident. And I don't know, it's difficult to say if it was all Law's fault, because it
wasn't all Law's fault.
I quite believe Law and Rodgers would have clashed, but getting away from that, because like he's back in, then whatever, right? It's a non-executive role or whatever.
He's technically no one yet. No until Monday.
Aye, but we're talking about we're actually talking about Postecoglou and Nicholson's relationship here. We don't need to go into that.
It does raise a valid point, though, Ross, because you have to obviously take into consideration just prior when that announcement was made about Law coming into that non-executive chairman position. A lot of people were saying, "That's it. It's fucked. Ange's going to leave. He's not going to get what he's wanting." everything's going to change. And I don't believe that that's the case.
I don't think it'll be as extreme as that, John. For what it's, I don't think it'll go from 0 to 100 in that. Not even Peter Lawwell, I think, would be that. I don't think that'll happen. I don't foresee Ange leaving in the summer or anything like that. Of course, I don't. But I just think he's there, and he doesn't. See if his role is that insignificant, like what people that are defending the appointment appear to be making. It's all right. He will not be making decisions. He'll just be on the outskirts. Well, see if it's that insignificant. Why is he even there in the first place?
Ryan, I don't know what the guys are saying, but I would suggest that the viewer takeover doesn't stop until you stop wanting to come on.
Until we get people.
We never stop, Ryan.
I think he's been sarcastic.
But Ryan, listen, if this is you want to come on after Alistair, then by all means, because like I said, Alistair, thus far, Alistair's the next one on, but after that, we've not got anybody lined up. So,
welcome on, my friend.
Anybody's welcome on. Doesn't matter what age you are. None of that matters. Doesn't matter whether or not you feel like you
Jed's about 74, he was on.
But listen, Jed, you're welcome to come back on as well. If anybody else is stepping in, more than welcome to come back on. Red Scotland, why don't you come on? Donny, Stubbsy, Patrick. Listen, it's open to anybody. There's no sort of restrictions. If you just want to come on and talk Celtic, then you can come on.
I mean, guys have had his own fucking backgrounds, man. Anyone can come on.
Aye, listen, and now look, guys are started here with us in his own accent. We could propel you to the next steps.
Stepping Stone FC.
Aye, Celtic. You get a bigger transfer after appearance on here. No, but just going back to what was being said, I think that there's a lot of bedwetting happening, and I said this before. I think, and Anthony, you know, and all you guys know, anybody that's listened to this know, I've been extremely critical of the board. I've been extremely critical of the decisions that the board have made over the past couple of years, and I've been one of the first people to point the finger, and I'll go and rant about it. But since he's left, things have changed, and now he's coming back in. It's a completely different role. I don't think anything's going to change in that respect, and I think that Ange is going to continue to be given the assistance and help that he needs. And until something happens to the contrary,
more than me hopes you're right.
But listen, until something happens to the contrary, why even be in that sort of mindset?
Right more than you.
Because well, why wouldn't you? If you follow the evidence, because your eyes don't lie to you. If you've seen what this guy,
hips don't lie.
Your hips don't lie either. You know what I mean? Him that's seen me dance, but you know when you've seen. It's like a guy that's trying to stop drinking in the pub, but then he'll take his first one after 3-4 months, and you're like, we've seen what happens before. The minute this guy takes a drink, we know what happens. If you give an egotistical individual like Peter Lawwell that bit of limelight again, he just can't help himself. And listen, I hope I'm wrong. I hope this time when we're doing the Millionaire Quiz in a year's time that I'll be proved wrong and nothing's changed and everybody's singing for the same hymn sheet the way we are now.
I believe it's going to.
I believe it's going to. I hope so. I hope so. But
and until it changes,
I fear it won't. And I think we have enough historical evidence to suggest that that's why it won't be the case.
But you're talking about historical evidence about a guy who was in a completely different position.
Right. Well, John, let me give me an example. Right. Let me give you an example.
O'Reilly or Moy on Monday.
No, leave that
Moy,
to the
by
Morris
the
pod.
way.
I don't know why we're still gone. This is for the Morris pod.
I'm not going to. I tried to wish everyone happy New Year half an hour ago, to be fair. But, you know, John, see when Obama and Hillary Clinton were running for office, right? Hillary Clinton was the favourite. Obama got in, right? Yes, everyone always said, like, it was all like, offer Hillary Clinton the vice presidency, and he says no. And the reason he backed it is because he went, because then I've got Bill Clinton, an ex-president, walking about the White House with nothing to do. That for me is Peter Lawwell. He would be in the building with nothing to do, apparently, and he just couldn't help himself. And people would naturally start asking him.
he'll
Would
have-
start naturally asking him questions.
Listen, I believe he's still
And
going to have a role.
I think we are putting ourselves in a position by having him back in.
Until something actually happens, I can't point the finger. And like I says, the position that he's going to be in is completely different to what it was. And his level, his influence and power is going to be different. Will he still be used as a soundboard? I suspect he will. He's an experienced individual. He knows what he's talking about. He knows the business. I suspect that people will talk to him. They'll get assistance. They'll ask him advice. They'll get help off him. But in terms of his involvement, I don't think that's going to change anything about what's happening right now.
Nobody will give him shite unless
I
things
hope
start
not.
going wrong in the
I hope
pitch.
not.
And if I catch, if
we've got Ange at the helm, so it doesn't really
Exactly.
fucking matter what he's doing.
It's a fair
if we
point,
catch
Molly.
wind of it, I'll be the first person, as you know, I'll be the first person on here with a 30-40 minute rant about how fucking ridiculous it is.
If he does
But
start
until
getting
then-
involved, there'll be a 40 minute rant for Ange, and then
Exactly.
That'll be
I want
done.
to hear that. I want to hear that press conference.
so it'll no need to matter. Doesn't matter. As long as we're smashing everyone on the pitch, which we're doing and we'll continue to do, then doesn't really
Ryan,
fucking
the
matter what
answer
he's doing.
the answer is yes. It will be running continuously as long as we've got people willing to come on.
Get
it'll
yourself
continue to
on,
happen.
Ryan.
Jed, night mate. Thank you for tuning in.
Right. I think we need to
right,
follow
Marcus.
Jed's. I think we need to follow Jed's thought and call this because I'm
Aye.
getting drunker as we speak. And
Wrong answer.
At the same bottle, aye.
Out there.
It's new 11, and like he says, guys, I'll leave you all to have a wee say thanks to everybody. I just want to say again, it's been great being back on with you boys. Thank you for all the support and everything for viewers, you guys. Just keeping this podcast running and continuing to put the content that you're putting out because it's been fantastic. I love watching it. And 2022 has been a fantastic year for us. And thanks to everybody that's tuning in. And I hope you all continue to tune in 2023 and have a fantastic year.
Yes.
Yes, man.
Take it away if anybody's what to say. And then
No,
otherwise,
it's just
fucking
to echo
ending it.
that, to be
One-
honest with you, it's been mad this year. We started in lockdown. It's kind of my filling the void where I couldn't get out with my mates and sit in the pub and kind of talk about Celtic, and this kind of taken over, and it was the exact same sort of situation, except I've got headphones and a microphone in front of me. I'm still having a few beers, I'm still sitting with my mates, and the fact that it's kind of grew arms and legs and it started to become successful. Nuts. Even when I'm on now, I still forget that people tune in, and it's just me and the boys. And so appreciate everybody tuning in. We all put a lot of work into it. And listen, it could be 2 people tuning in, it could be 2,000 people tuning in. I just enjoy it and love it. Love sitting with my mates talking football. So thanks very much. Wish you all a happy new year.
I love the support. I love Celtic. We're all the same. We all want Celtic to do well. We're on a podcast talking shite. I have mind blanks. There's guys that want to come on that maybe haven't got the confidence to come on. Just do it, because I done like one episode. I was not angry, but I was the first one to do it. Came on and I was like, there's no way I can do this. It was audio at the time. Done it. I absolutely had a buzz off it, and I still get almost the same buzz coming off every time. It's just a great laugh, and it's with all my pals talking about Celtic. And I just want to say thanks for all the support this year again, and we're on our way to 2 in a row, and happy new year to one and all.
Yeah.
if you don't mind, Frank, I'll go next.
Okay.
But exactly echo what the boys have said. It's been a great year for us as a show on its own. John, obviously, we always joked about, can we just get that 1,000 sub, and we managed to get that back in the summer. We're now nearly at 1,200. As I say, we're not exactly Joe Rogan, but we're just Celtic Daft Boys, and we put this show on. It means the world to us. It means the world to us, everyone that tunes in. As I say, if it makes your Monday nights or Friday nights or Sunday mornings a wee bit better, then yeah, that's all the better for us as well. But as I say, we're just Celtic Daft Boys that just happen to have a couple of webcams between us, and can only wish all the boys on here and everyone watching, all the best, and hopefully a trophy-laden new year for the boys. Hail, hail.
Just enjoy it, man. I just love talking Celtic, love talking football. Our opinion's no better than the next guys. It's just like Willie and that said, it's just guys just chatting football, chatting shite. And welcome back, John.
Aye.
Yeah.
Appreciate it, boys. But thanks everybody again for tuning in. That's 2 hours 50 minutes. We're going to call it 11:30 on a Friday night, and you are still here. Outstanding. Love it. But aye, we'll catch you on. Is it Sunday? What time are we on? 8 o'clock Sunday, I'm assuming.
I think so. It might be slightly later, but
aye, we'll catch you Sunday night anyway.
Right.
Just keep an eye out. If you've clicked the sub button and you've hit the wee bell, you'll get a notification on your phone or whatever. Anyway, and just tune in. The boys will be talking about the Hibs game just passed, and then the Derby game coming up on the Monday, and hopefully we're spending the second or absolutely melt it celebrating. Have a happy new year, guys. Take care.
In Wally's bar, superb.
By the way, he's in the bar right now. He's in the new Gracie's.
Gina's a panoramic spin.
Go spin the camera and show the boys.
He's a twirl.
I don't know if you'll be able to.
Cheers,
That's
mate.
my heater.
It's a heating for the place.
There we go.
Big screen in the bar, absolutely outstanding.
Big bastard on telly.
Well, the boys will be in here on the second. Watch us.
Yeah, we'll all be down there getting absolutely stinking drunk. And by the way, we might even, William, we might even do an episode for there.
We'll do this together. We'll get that sorted at some point next year.
Right, that would be good. What for I?
We'll do that with us
Not
together.
Monday,
at the
but
same
you know.
table, aye.
No, not Monday.
We'll try and get Stephen there for it too.
100%.
You'll be in the same nick as me come Monday.
I think we're all going to be in a state come Tuesday.
I just can't believe the glass you're drinking, half it. I can't believe it.
Weirdest glass in the world, man.
It's a goblet.
Pretty much. Exactly, Alistair.
Aye, Alistair, you're more than welcome.
Aye.
Listen, guys.
Looking forward to having you on, Alistair.
33 quid
it's
entry
gonna
fee,
be
but
great,
you're
Alistair. 33 quid entry. Why 33?
well, that's how much I had to pay for my keg and food. 33 quid.
All right.
Keg.
It's not.
12 pints in a feed.
All right.
I'm bringing a cheesecake.
Willie Dobbin's stew is also unrivaled.
I can't say that really on the podcast because my wife's stew is, and that wasn't a euphemism.
You actually phoned her the other week and told her mine was better, so she already.
I know I did.
It was incredible.
We're not finished yet.
Incredible.
As you can see, it's still like plasterboard and screws behind me. I've still got a wee bit of work, but we'll get there.
Fiddy coming.
All
He's
right.
No
coming,
way,
aye.
man. Oh, he's
Fiddy's
getting
coming.
burst.
He's coming.
He's
Fiddy
100%
said.
getting burst. Wee Fiddy.
Oh, the big man would knock the lot of us out with a miss, let's be honest.
Oh, aye, I know. Right, let's get off.
Right. Happy New
Right,
Year,
right.
everybody.
Cheers, happy new year, happy Hogmanay, all that other crap. We'll catch you on Sunday.
Cheers,
night.
guys.
Take it
Cheers,
easy.
Ryan.
Hail, hail,
Catch
boys.
Cheers.
Stay safe. Hail, hail. Take care. I don't know.
Stay
Take care.
We're missing
Take
it.
care.
Take care. Stay safe. Keep well. Hail, hail. Keep hail.
Stay care.
Stay well. Stay hail.
Well.
Stay safe.
Hail.
Adaba.
Recording.
Right, guys. Bye.